Morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Darth Shaun. Welcome, Darth Shaun. Welcome.
Welcome.
How are you, good sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, did you have a fun weekend?
I did.
What did you get up to?
I streamed.
Oh, was it fun?
You were there.
No, I'm just asking from your perspective. I didn't ask you while you were streaming, like post-stream. Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Which did you enjoy more, Resident or
A Quiet Place, hands down, Quiet Place.
Really? What?
Yes. From a point of stressing and my
More?
anxiety getting really high, I would say Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. All right. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Ken, I do want to change up games though for Saturday coming.
Why? What are you gonna jam on Saturday coming?
So
I'm jamming tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm jamming tomorrow. I'm just doing Quiet Place tomorrow. Okay. But on Saturday, I want to do Star Wars Outlaws for the first 2 hours, and then Quiet Place for the second 2 hours.
But you can't just start in the middle of Star Wars Outlaws.
No, I'm going to start from the beginning again.
There we go. Okay, gotcha.
I'm going to keep my save point, though. I'm going to keep that. And
no. And just I
want
just
people
jam
to experience it
because
it's such a nice game.
I mean, listen, this is maybe a classic example of where we prejudge something.
Yeah.
You know,
I was very much against it. I mean, I read the reviews and I was just like,
unlike the Odyssey, obviously.
Yeah, no, but that's
the Odyssey is cuck, no matter what anybody tells me.
100%. I totally agree. I'm set on that. You're not going to change my mind. I will touch Nolan everywhere.
Touch him everywhere. Touch him on his studio.
I will touch him wherever the hell I want to.
Yeah, touch him hard.
But I'll touch him hard. But I was glad to be proven wrong with Star Wars. I'm really enjoying the game. It's
it's a nice game. I would probably give it a 6. I'm not going to give it. It's not like a 10.
Yeah, compared to what I think it's. I was very. It's how do I put it? It's. I'm enjoying it. It's. I love Star Wars. I love the Star Wars universe. And it's nice to play with a character that is not wielding a lightsaber, if you know what I mean. It's a little different vibe.
There's only been 2 games where you actually wield a lightsaber. Everything else has been non-lightsaber wielding. So,
but I love the fact that it's very open world, very you can go where you want to, and I'm enjoying it. But I want people to experience it too. Like get a feel for the game. I do recommend it if you do have access to it. It is a great game. Nice single player adventure. Yeah. And then obviously for the people that want to put me in anxiety state, you'll get Quiet Place. So,
Quiet Place. Let's just see who's here. Let's see what evening. We've got Alice Meg in the house. We've got Osborne, Gavin, Kuma. He doesn't actually do any cooming. Maybe sometimes. Who else do we have here? You're just dropping it. Scary's in the house. How's it, Scary? George is also here. I hit the like button permanently. We'll wait to see if it actually reacts to it. We also got Heidi Krug here. How's it, Heidi? We got Just Smile. Gio's in the house. How's it, Gio? Listen, got your mail. Thank you. Much appreciated. Kind words. Very nice. Thank you. And I'll literally, the only person that went and came back with like with the Candace Owens or one of those was Gio. Just saying, Chantalu. Just saying. Go Stomper. Obviously, Chantalu doesn't really believe what she says about.
We haven't even started yet, and you're already taking a jab. Could you not just wait till the debate starts? Chantalu, I just want to say, Chantalu, I just like to apologize on behalf of Mork. Not that he actually wants to apologize, but I appreciate your opinion. I do have to point out, though, in preparation for this, I did go onto the algorithm today, and I think the biggest thing that annoys me about Candace, and I want to put this out there, that it's just my OCD, is the way she pronounces certain words.
Oh, yeah.
That just annoys me. But I use that approach to everyone.
Yeah. Especially when you've maybe somebody's told you in the chat and then you still go and Like, listen, I do it on purpose though. I don't like buffet, right? I love saying buffet because I know it's wrong.
But you would do it deliberately though.
Yeah, I do it deliberately to piss people off.
I mean, like the one thing that she did say, fuck it.
What? Say it, tell us.
She goes, she says,
Not like there's any Candace Owens fans.
The borrow.
Oh, the borrow, yeah. Bureau.
Instead of the bureau. It's just something small. I think that's just an annoyance for me. That's just I sit there and I go, oh, fuck. Oh, no,
you're looking cool. You're looking for cuck with Chantilly.
No.
I didn't even go that far. I haven't.
I'm just saying, out of everything, that's the most annoying thing for me. But like I said, like I apply this to everyone.
We got Kevin's also in the house. We got Deathbed of a Worm. How's it, Deathbed? Thank you. Yeah, welcome to the Mork Hog Show. We have extra gear for everyone. Major Tom, how's it, Major Tom? Good to see you, kind sir. Who else? And Kick Vibes on the thing. Yeah, Kick Viewer. Thank you. Darth Shaun's also here on the Streamlabs. Darth Shaun. How's it, Darth Shaun? Draatman. Hello, Draatman. Are you good, kind sir? Anybody else? Did I miss anyone? Draatman. There we go. There's our Chantalu. Ready to drop some. We're gonna have some disagreements tonight. We've got AJM in the house. How's it, AJM? Nice to see you. Reese. How are Reese? How are you? That's it. I think I got everyone. And Ches, how's it, Ches? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see ya in the house. Blah 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 blah. I have a whole word. God, I spoke too soon, didn't I? I have a whole Word doc, but I don't know how much time you have. It's very busy. Listen, I was thinking. I chatted to Darth Shaun about it earlier today. Gavin, unsubscribed.
Also, I gotta bring up. I just feel like it's very applicable, and I totally agree with this comment.
Fuck the Odyssey movie. Hope it flops like Supergirl and Snow White. Let's start off by talking about the Odyssey first, because
before Ronaldo jumps in.
Yeah, before even Ronaldo jumps in and he's all upset because we're touching his Nolan. No, listen, you don't have to apology to a Geo. We all do silly things sometimes, and it wasn't a massive issue. It was totally cool. Really, do not stress about it, Gio. Honestly,
I just want to point out to everyone, like, I know we're going to be talking about Odyssey right now, but if any of you guys run and go tattletale to Ronaldo, I'm watching Ronaldo's stream. Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, you get stitches.
Letting you know, I've got his stream open.
Cuts.
Yeah.
Got your face. Also, Arbot's in the house. How's it, Arbot? Wait, I think I missed someone. And we got Pete Swagger. Pete, where's the new channel, bro? I thought we were swapping over today. He's doing a rebrand. He's going to call it the Pete Swagger. I think it's cool. I was having some issues with the algorithm because a lot of people. He says that a lot of people call the upper room. It's like Christian orientated type of stuff. So,
yeah, it does. Yeah. So is he going to be renaming his? Well,
he can't. So he's going to rebrand. He's going to start a new channel.
Okay,
because
all right.
Yeah, he's going to.
Yeah, because I want it to be easier to find. Every time I look for it, it just tells. Yeah, I get that weird, thing.
A whole bunch of other stuff pops up. Now you can just type in Pete Swagger and you can find it. He's got a nice website coming. So big up, dude. Big up.
Also, the name Pete Swagger just sounds badass.
It does. It sounds like
you're
taking it up, put it on someone's forehead. You just wagged it out.
Sounds
you don't
sexy.
need to do the helicopter. Yeah, you don't need to do the helicopter.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you can do the helicopter and probably lift off.
Yeah. And he can just call it, I'm doing the swagger.
Yeah, I'm doing the swagger.
It just sounds like, yeah. Upper swagger.com, 100%. That's a brand on its own, swagger.
You put something in Just Smile's brain now. It's like every time anybody says something wrong. Yeah. Oh, listen, also Chase points out that I'm sure Becca would agree with Mork on Candace. She would. Becca is in my corner. I'm sorry, I'll leave myself out. Sorry, Nick. Okay, I'm done. Funny. Who's you missed Becca, AJM. Where's Becca? Sorry, I thought you said who's Becca. Becca.
Why would you be scared of me?
Debbie? Who's scared of you?
Heidi Kruger says, I'm not scared of Darfy. It's going to be a long swim for you. Why?
Where are you swimming to?
I don't know.
Chantal, we're going to wait for Whistler to finish.
Am I swimming alone?
Maybe you're swimming
Heidi,
alone.
I'd like some company in that swim.
That's so you can Google this. This is called Pete Swagger's new thing. It's the Pete Swagger. One word. Put it into Google. Go give him a follow. But I'm sure he'll. And there's his website, swagger.com. Please go check it out. I love that, dude. It's really cool. Actually, I should do my website too. That extra admin, you know.
She's going to tattletale to Ronaldo. That's fine. Heidi. That's why she said, yeah, she's not scared of Darth.
Heidi.
Okay, well that's fine. Just give me a second. I did want to introduce something new. Just it's a bit easy. Just give me 1 second. Let me just grab it quickly.
Should I patiently wait for Darth Shaun? Drakman FIR update 20th of July 26. We are aware of the issues causing disruptions during peak times. Our upstream providers are currently working on increasing capacity. What was that for, Drakman? Is that your internet service provider? Don't go snitch. Well, actually, you can. You should do it while he's doing his show now, so he can't come and defend himself.
So I just want to let you know,
hey, I'm caught up. Sorry.
Smaller little
on the go. On the go whiteboard, so you can take it with you.
Go whiteboard. So before I write Heidi's name down, let's see if she's going to get some stitches.
Yeah, but now your mic is too far away.
My mic is far away. Sorry, hold on. I know, guys. I know.
We're gonna.
Here we go. Is that better? Sound better?
Yeah, it
I can't multitask. I don't have a boom mic yet, so we're gonna create a backup buddy for that shit. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. Soon. We'll get there.
Everything's a backup buddy.
Everything's a backup buddy.
Speaking of, how are we doing on the backup buddy?
We still need 700. We still need 700. We're so close, guys. I like my fingers.
I've noticed it's been a rough month. I've also been having hell. I've got to service my car on Thursday and like
guys, even just a 5 bob, 10 bob, just like
a 10 bob.
A 10 bob, I just want to say I like my fingers, and from what I can tell from Saturday streams, apparently the ladies also like my fingers. So
they do like your fingers.
Just saying.
So do you want to talk about the Odyssey before just Whistler?
Yes,
we've got like 3 minutes.
Let's
half an hour.
Let's quickly address that.
So again, I do recommend people go watch the movie before you have an opinion, but you can also have an opinion because you know what, like half the stuff that the problem is it's difficult to not see stuff. Usually when there's a movie that comes up, I really want to watch it. I have to kind of go on a X hiatus where I don't even go there because I'm going to get spoilers. And this in this day and age, you almost can't, because if you go watch a trailer, you see the best bits of the movie anyway. So I've kind of given up on that these days. Like it's difficult to do that. I usually just don't. I try and if I see something and I skip over it. But the Odyssey it's been a trend because of the politics around it, and I think that's where we should begin. The issue is the politics around it, because like it could be a good movie, right? I mean, we got an opinion from Ronaldo. He went to go watch it on Friday. He said it was amazing. He loved it. Gave it a good rating. The problem is I can't disassociate some of the things, because he did it on purpose, right? He put in, for example, and this is the initial criticism when it came out. The issue I have with the Odyssey is because it's a culturally relevant poem from Homer, from 3,000 years old, right? And it has cultural significance, right? So now when you come along and you change it a little bit, and this is where it begins. He took a version of it that was interpretation written by a pretty much woke feminist, and that's where the problems begin. That's where the issue begins. And then the secondly is I think they do it these days on purpose. I think they do it on purpose. They try and make a kind of they'll use someone like Ellen Page on purpose in order to get feedback and backlash, and everybody makes talk about it. It's sort of like it's outrage engagement. They do it for that specific reason. I just want to read you. Just Smile says Darth spent some of his hard-earned money on a whiteboard. That's the ultimate compliment to remember which stranger on the internet has crossed him. It's true. These are facts. Sorry, and then so that's where we kind of are. And I think like you can't insert these things and then go, well, just well, they're only there for 5 minutes. Don't let it bother you. It's like, the problem is immersion. When I watch a movie and it pulls me out of immersion. Now you've got somebody, and if you don't know the story and you haven't read all the comments, you go and watch it and you enjoy the movie, you come back, oh, cool, awesome, fun time. But the problem is we've read a bunch of the stuff, right? We've read people's reviews. And this is the problem. I wouldn't say it's a problem. This rips the immersion. Now, like I know, okay, cool, the source material is such and such, and that's usually what I could do. If it's something like the Odyssey, I've watched other movies that's kind of about the Odyssey and stuff like that. So I've got a bit of knowledge. Have I studied it? No. Did I any of that kind of stuff? No. Do I have a very in-depth knowledge of the piece and of the literally worth and the thematic points that they make? No, not completely. But my whole vibe is to respect source material. And this is where I think Nolan has made his first violation. He went and took someone's interpretation, which is, they've implemented certain things to it. I kind of want to show you. Do you want to read the mail from the mail? Comment there from Chase.
Chase says, honestly, I don't think anyone would bat an eye if there was a different race added to a historical movie, but it's the intent. And that's what pisses us off. It's deliberate attempt for provocation. And I agree with that 100%. Like it's the attempt behind it. Why would you do this?
But also,
we know it's. I mean, we know Nolan is trying to get for the Oscars, and I get that. You want, but unfortunately, the Oscars has got that requirement.
Yeah, but it's not just Nolan. It's also the people who've made it, who've put the money in to make this thing, 100%. Right? They've gone, listen, okay, cool. Well, we really wanted to be nominated for an Oscar. And he goes, cool, but like in order to be nominated, you have to put these certain elements in. And this is where the problem comes in. Specifically now, if you look at the one with Ellen Page, right? And this is where the thing comes in, because Ellen Page's character, Sinzo, is not in the Iliad or in the Odyssey. They've inserted him, and then they created the story about a soldier who was told by Odysseus to go deliver the Trojan horse, and then gets killed by the Trojan soldiers, right? And then they're having these interactions with Odysseus regarding this, where it's like, but the entire theme of that kind of puts him into this. You can almost say it's like and this is, I watched the review from Nerdrotic, right, where he goes, it's like you've put Ellen Page's character in this whole vibe of like, well, it's like he's been his character, or it has been sort of what's been betrayed by Odysseus.
Yeah.
Which is, it's almost a mirror image of the real world. Like you're sending a message. You've made a kind of woke message there by going, this person has transitioned from, and the entire world is now, been mean to her. And the same thing has happened in the movie. And it's like, but why did you have to do that? You did it on purpose. He wanted to put that in for some reason. He didn't have to. He could have gone with someone else. But we got to tick those boxes, right? We got to tick those Oscar boxes. We got to make sure that we get that representation in there. We got to hit the DEI vibes. We got to make sure that the quota system, the thing that we're against in this country, we got to tick those boxes. Intent, synod, supposed to be Achilles, ghost out of this year's season. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Shantalu. And that's the problem. I should take a comment from Chantal goes, Stelos from the Lotus Eaters had the best Odyssey post on X. He's Greek and a historian. There's actually a post. Sorry, I was looking for the post. And this is one of the things I wanted to highlight, which someone pointed out. Where is it now? Here we go. So I don't know who this person is, but they make a good point, right? So let me quickly just share this this little vibe here. So just hold on, so check this out quickly, right? So Lisa Libbers, I don't know who she is. In her introduction to her Odyssey translation, Emily Wilson's did a translation of the Odyssey. She's a little bit more woke than other people. Very sort of feminist, activist kind of shit. Obviously, you can see it. Calls Odysseus a soldier with traumatic past and a colonial invader. And this is where my kind of gripe with it is the intent, right? Stop going after Christopher Nolan. His cowardly Odysseus is simply a reflection of the god-awful biased translation he read. Yeah, but he chose. The problem is, of all the translations, he chose this one. So I'm not.
I agree. I don't think she's being deliberate. I think she's being sarcastic with her comment there. Maybe, by don't go after Nolan. He made the choice to go after this. But out of all the translations that were available,
yeah, he
picked the one with the most woke.
Why intent? Because he wanted to appeal to a certain thing. Maybe they did it just because they could get the outrage. They get the outraged media. They get the outrage views and the outrage clicks, and that's why they did it. That's maybe why he did it. Because the thing is,
did you see? Sorry, you're speaking of his intent. Did you see the interview that he did on the red carpet about it?
No.
There's a small little clip of it in Ned Roddick's.
I watched the Roddick's thing where he
when they're asking him, he's on the record. They're asking him, why did you go this route? And he looks to his partner or his wife, and he goes, no, it was her influence. And I'm going,
yeah, but I don't think the Odyssey was something that Nolan should have done. I mean, I don't think it's his vibe is very sort of. Like he plays on these weird elements of man. Like he reduces things down to sort of like, if you look at, for example, Inception, right? If you look at Inception, it's like this whole thing, and it comes down to this basic thought pattern that this guy has of dealing with regret and dealing with trauma. And this is where the problem lies with this type of thing. I found out somebody reshared the thing on X, and I'll show it to you guys now. But I mean, just want to go through this where. This is her interpretation of Odysseus. Odysseus is a migrant, but he's also a politician, and he's also a political and a military leader, a strategist, a poet, a loving husband, a father, adulterer, a homeless person, an athlete, a disabled cripple, a soldier with traumatic past, a pirate, thief, a liar, a fugitive colonial invader. Okay, a homeowner, a sailor, a construction worker, a mass murderer, and a war hero. Immersing ourselves in his story and considering how these categories can exist with the same imaginative space may help us reconsider both the origins of Western literature and our infinity complex contemporary world. And I think here is where it kind of begins, because in the Iliad, right? In the Odyssey and the Iliad, and the issue is with this is like you're viewing how they looked at the world through a now lens. And this is the problem. And let me quickly bring up the other one, and I'll just read it, and then you guys can give me your 2 cents on it. But I found this quite interesting. This is a post from Cinema Copa, right? Very good, very, very interesting take on it. Nolan's The Odyssey isn't Homer's, it's Nolan's. It doesn't bend, but breaks the foundation of Odysseus, or breaks the foundation of who Odysseus is. By Nolan taking Odysseus' hubris and pride, he rewrites the entire moral landscape of the tale. In Homer's poem, Odysseus is suffering from a lethal dose of vanity. The gods, particularly Poseidon, are putting a check on his arrogance. He's a man who much needs learn humility before he can touch his home soil again. Nolan's version is a man broken by the meat grinder of war and gets tossed around in a cold universe. His story is of endurance. He's trying to survive. He's a man who believes his own soul is too corrupt to return to civilization. This all flips the entire architecture of Homer's Odyssey, which is exactly the point. He's putting a now lens on it, and he's trying to insinuate that this is the feeling he felt, when nowhere in the Odyssey is that made clear, or is it put like that? You know what I mean? Odysseus' greatest triumph, the use of the Trojan horse, is now his greatest shame in Nolan's Odyssey. You understand? You've like completely inverted the two things.
Yeah.
It's less about the gods punishing him and his psychological inability to reach Ithaca. This is exactly why Nolan's Odyssey is humorless beyond belief. He can't stand that he can't deceive so many souls. Sorry, let me just read that again. This is why Nolan's Odysseus is humorless beyond belief. He can't stand that he can deceive so many so well. Every lie he conjures takes him further away from Ithaca. By centering guilt and unworthiness on Odysseus, Nolan dilutes the character to a singular symbol of a guilt-ridden soldier, which is not what it was about, right? The characterization of Nolan's Odysseus actually ruins the third act. This is why Odysseus... Okay, sorry. The third act. What did Odysseus learn from being a guilt-ridden, deceitful soldier? Well, it's best to kill them all and lie to them before I do it. The ending of Nolan's Odyssey is a relapse, not a resolution. His Odysseus has learned nothing from his journey. Now it's time for him and Penelope to abandon their posts. Cue the Dark Knight Rises theme. Michael Caine nods at the two of them in the roll credits. I mean, this is honestly a brilliant thing, and this is how I view it. So yes, maybe the movie can be cinematically amazing. It could be good, like all of these stuff, but you can't rip that away from it. Once you take, this is the core vibe that they've completely ripped away, and that's why I'm going. Listen,
I mean, they did the same thing with the Lord of the Rings series. Beautifully done, amazing graphics, design. Oh, the colors.
Terrible.
And then the actual story, horseshit.
But there's horseshit because you have people writing it that don't know what they're doing. It's absolutely crap. Honestly, and I mean, let's not just remind us to remember Ronaldo said he loved the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Oh, I'm starting to debate whether it's like I
don't know. Listen, I think it's good with politics, but when it comes to cinema, guys do not.
Politics. He is a champ.
Yeah, I know.
Respect. But, when it comes to entertainment, take a back seat, Ronaldo. I love you, but you timed me out. So, anyway,
I just want to read the comment from Chase. Chase goes, Homer wrote Odysseus as very clever and cunning. He's supposed to be a complex, flawed hero. The feminist revision rewrote Odysseus as a liar. Tell me this isn't a grab political... But that's my point. That's the entire point. We don't... I mean, some other people were also pointing it out that they went and watched the movie. They said that the entire way that some of the females react is a complete inversion of how they used to view the world as that. Yeah. Like they didn't view the world like that back in the day. The thinking about their, women's rights and shit like that. This wasn't on the cards. Again, I need to go watch it for myself before I can go, because I've heard this and I don't want to just go like, what's the thing called? Just base my concept on hearsay. This isn't hearsay. This is kind of what he's done with it, because he's changed the vibe of how it is. And again, I've heard a lot of people, I've been watching both sides. I usually try and get both sides, both opinion, people that are for it and people that are against it. Like Ronaldo's for it. I watched a video from Ben Shapiro. He's for it. Then I'm waiting for Critical Drinker. I think Critical Drinker is my gold standard, and so is Nerdrotic. Right, when it comes to reviews, they're very, very. I would say my gold standard is Mauler.
100%.
So to say, Sharky Zeta, how's it? Good. Nice for you to be here. Did I miss some comments?
How's it, Philip? How are you?
Philip, Uncle Mork. Hello. He's great. Darth Shaun. Hello. Hello to all the awesome peoples.
And then also,
yes.
Just want to say thank you, guys. Pork turned out so good. I'm sure Major Tom smelled it from the aroma from space. So yeah, I'm glad it came out.
Come on, Debbie. Come on.
Yeah, where's the...
You literally have a channel for your braai. It's called Only Braai.
Yeah. Hashtag Only Braai. Come on.
Also, I want to point out the comment from Ches goes, how awesome is it to have your cultural lineage represented in a movie, but then only but then only for your history to be rewritten? Why can some people's culture be protected? This is another thing that people pointed out. It's like the sacred cow is you. I mean, look at like what was that movie now? It's 2 movies recently. It was what was it that movie with The Rock where it's like the live
Mona or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they really like everybody had to be like authentic, but
what
like
was funny
isn't that fantasy though?
But what was funny was Vanity Fair did an article on it. So they did Mona, I think, and it was like just how impressive it is that the culture's being kept, and how the representation of that culture. Funny enough, a week prior they did a piece on the Odyssey, and they pointed out Elon Musk's comment about what was the whole thing about Elon Musk and the army of trolls.
He took offense to the fact that they cast someone that's African in it, and it's like, listen, but that isn't. None of the people in it were African, and the problem is, and like I've heard people go, yeah, well, it's only a few minutes and it doesn't really matter. But the problem is, what happens is it breaks immersion. Right. So, for example, say they did a story about, I don't know, the Boer War or something, and all of a sudden, there's a 5-minute scene where, I don't know, the Boers meet up with Shaka Zulu, and here's what's his name, Ryan Gosling, and he's Shaka Zulu, and I'm going like, that's going to break my immersion.
Yeah,
it's going to rip me out of it, and like. And also, there's another thing. The scene with what's the what's the chick's name? Obadiah, not Obadiah. The chick that plays Helen of Troy in the movie. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. No one has an issue with her as not beautiful. It's not.
I'm not saying she's not beautiful. She's
African.
But that's the point.
The other thing that they did was they made a massive scar on her face, and it leaves the impression that you can see where he got the source material from. It's like, so what are you saying? Nowhere did they say that she was beaten by her husband for leaving. I don't know. Again, it's something small, but it's these little things that add in, and I'm going like, listen, I'm still going to watch it, but I don't look at it. I looked up the Odyssey, and I only got a song, Going Back to My Roots. Guess it's because I'm using Windows 95. Do they only have Windows 95 on the space station, bro? What? He made it. There we go. Chantal, 100%. He made it worse by using Emily's translation. I completely agree with you, but he did it deliberately. He picked that one. Maybe someone told him he had to use that. But yeah, I mean, listen. I as much as I would love to come to bat for him and go, listen. No, I mean, she's beautiful. Lupisha, what? How do I say that? Lupisha.
I'm not even going to attempt that.
I'm going to fuck it up there.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's also another thing that kind of annoyed me. It was the fact that it starred literally the cast of Spider-Man, Zendaya, fucking Tom Holland, and like the Punisher. And I'm going like, and this is one thing that sort of annoys me about films these days. Is there no one else? Does The Rock have to be in every fucking movie? Like every movie, The Rock is there. Like just I don't know. Why don't you guys go find some new people?
Wait. Is The Rock in this movie?
No, he's not. No, I'm talking about that Mona. I'm just going like every now and again. There's 10 movies that The Rock
it's
in. I'm going like,
Mahana. No?
Mohana. Low pizza.
Chantal did like write it somewhere. I'm just trying to find it quick. Hold on. She did it like she needs to write it for me because I'm retarded.
Lopita is a Kenyan Mexican.
Moana.
Point is that what is it? And Helen of Troy was white. She was Greek. Yeah, she was literally Greek. See, the thing is that breaks immersion, that takes you out of it. Now, like, imagine like you're on the ship, they're sailing, and then there's like this Asian dude going like, "Oh, he's a Japanese guy." It's like, and then I've heard arguments. People go, "Well, they were like, slaves and stuff." I mean, maybe, but I mean, again, it breaks immersion. But I think one of the biggest things, apart from this thing, which is where I hate it when they fuck with source material. I'm sorry, the costumes just don't look fucking good. I'm off the. It would annoy the living crap out of me. It looks cheap. It looks like cock. I'm sorry. That fucking Darth Vader mask that they use for all the posters. I'm going like, come on, seriously. It looks cock. It looks proper cock. I mean, again, I will still watch it, but it's going to be cock.
Yeah. I just like there's small things that I didn't like is for example, like all the gods portrayed, the only gods you see are female gods. All the male gods you don't see. It's either a sign,
it's a fucking storm.
It's a storm. Poseidon is just the ocean. I think Zeus is just a thunderstorm, but yet Calypso makes an appearance as Charis Tartaron.
One of 44's greatest nemesis, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
He's Tron. You have to say it right.
What's that movie?
What?
Apex. That's just going to be my sign now. If I'm talking about Charlize, I'm just going to, that chick, then we all know what we're talking about.
I mean, this is the thing. It's like, don't fuck with source material. If you're going to make it your own, but it bums me out a little bit, right? I'm still going to watch it I'm not going to go to the cinema to watch it. I do want to speak about I do want to mention one thing though. Opening weekend, it did, I think it did, let me just have a look here quickly. It did.
Just ask Ronaldo, he'll be able to tell you. He's keeping a live tracker.
You guys have a little of a feud going there, eh? So let's just have a look.
No. It all started when I just sent. All I did is I just sent him a link to a review. That's all I did.
Yeah.
He instantly just started bombarding me about how wrong I am, and I'm like, I just sent you a link. I haven't even given my own opinion on it. And then he was like, I'm sorry, it's just, don't touch.
We didn't give him caca regarding the whole vibe.
Yeah, none whatsoever. I was very open to go into Odyssey with open mind, but when he snapped at me, now I've got an opinion about the movie. Yeah, he made the comment saying, I'm sorry, but no one must touch my Nolan. If they touch Nolan, they touch me. And I went, I will touch him. I've heard
people talk like that about Candace Owens. I think there's a problem. It seems culty to me.
I'm not going to.
Let's.
Is it time? Is it that time?
No, not yet. I just really want to break. I want to just discuss the movie. So it did really actually do pretty well. It did pretty well at the moment. For the opening weekend, it's like a 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Thursday night is when it first opens. I did notice a lot of people were posting stuff that it wasn't doing. Not a lot of people were in the cinemas. Like, this could be, here and there. But overall, the budget, the overall takings so far has been. What have they done? They have done on the opening weekend. So this is Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They have done 264 million they've taken, which is a pretty good fucking opening. Honestly, that's really it's up there. I would probably
the problem with this is, once again, it's because it's Christopher Nolan.
It's Christopher
Nolan. Go in with the idea, and I'll give him that. Every movie he's done has been great. The Tenant was the only one for me, and I didn't like Inception. It's a great concept. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have been on shrooms while watching it, but he does great movie. My favorite movie of Christopher Nolan is The Prestige, the best movie he's made. I love Prestige.
I mean, I like his Dark Knight series. Just to me, it's like you've made it too real worldy for me, and I hate Christian Bale as Batman. He sucks balls. The last one, I think I hated the most, where it was like the Bane thing, and it was just like it felt a little.
The greatest thing that I want to say that Batman series has brought out is Heath Ledger as the Joker. Also, on that, who's the chick that plays one of the gods in the Odyssey? Because she made the comparison that people are comparing her to Heath Ledger, and I went,
no one's doing that. Sorry, baby. Yeah, you're high and crack. But I mean, listen, the Odyssey did its opening weekend. It did 264 million. It kind of puts it in at about number 8 on the list of the highest grossing highest grossing movies of all time. No, it doesn't even put it. No, it doesn't put it anywhere close. So if you adjust for inflation, I would say like because that's international. It did 264 million international. That's worldwide. It did what did it? Let's check here. So it did 124 million. So it puts it. Kind of puts it on the list at. Oh yeah, it does. It puts it just above. Below. No, it puts it. Oh no, it does. It puts it. Doesn't even put it in the top 20. The domestic thing. So, for example, to give you an idea, adjusted for inflation, Avengers Endgame is number 1. It did 351 million domestically. Adjusted for inflation, that would be $420 million. Now, there's a little problem with Nolan's Odyssey. The problem is the following. It costed, the production budget was about 250 million.
Hello there.
The marketing and promotional budget was about 125 million. So that's quite a lot. That's 370 million it costs to make. Now, in order to break even, he has to do about 650 million to 750 million. Because the problem that he's...
Sorry. Finish your thought.
When the 240 million, 50% of that goes towards the movie. The cinema keeps the money, right?
Yeah.
They don't get all of it. 50% between 50 to 40% goes to them, to the people who produce the movie. So in order for them to break even, to just cover costs, just to we've invested money just to cover costs, they need to hit 650 to 700 to 750 million dollars. Now
so the problem he's got is Spider-Man's coming out when?
End of the month, 31st.
Oh shit! Hold on. Chips. Ronaldo's coming in. Guys.
No, we did.
No, the Odyssey's amazing. I can't wait to watch it. It's
a great movie. The haters. The haters are just.
It's just
uncalled for. It's
a great movie.
Great movie.
It's awesome.
It's a super good movie.
I love Christopher Nolan.
Really good. He's the bestest ever,
He's
right?
The best.
So good.
Top notch dude.
He's
and
so good. We didn't say anything about him before anybody got here. We were just saying things about him.
Just saying how he's such a down to earth type of guy, and all the good stuff. He's he's got 2 hands and 2 arms, and
I love his hands. I love his hands. He's
got that. The way he walks too, just
he's got an amazing walk.
Right?
He's got an amazing walk. He's really good.
The other day I saw him drink some coffee, and just that elegance.
Wow, bro, that was Oscar worthy drinking coffee right there.
100%. Can't say anything bad about him. He's the greatest.
10 out of 10. Listen, I just want to say thank you to Ronaldo for sending the Voortsekkers. How you guys? Welcome to the show. We're just chatting about Simona. Please stop. We're just having a chat about some things. Nothing important. Nothing. Well, you guys haven't missed anything. Don't rewind. Just watch from here.
You don't even need to. All good. All good.
Listen, there was audio issues. Don't waste your time.
Just terrible. Yeah, just terrible stuff, man. Terrible stuff.
I just want to shout out to everybody that's here. Burbal's in the house. Toby Mate is here. Voted. How's it voted? Good to see you, Cancer. The Sandy was here earlier. Who else do we have here? That's from Night of Justice. How's it? I did enjoy the naked Cyclops. Night of Justice, stop it with your liking naked thing. John Bobian, good to see you, Ches. The Odyssey is the Citizen Kane of our time, and Lupita should have had more screen time. Elliot Page, what a man! He's I'm completely gay for him. Please don't speak. Candace Owens. I can't. We've agreed we're going to do it. What did I miss? Oh, here we go. Fucking AJM just turns off as soon as we talk about cinema. Come on, AJM. Turnkey's also here. How's it, Turnkey? Good to see you. Felix Cousins also here. How's it? Andreas, how's it, my China? Good to see everybody. Yeah, we were just having a nice, friendly chat about stuff. Nothing. We weren't talking about the Odyssey.
Nothing worth
We didn't say
Rewinding. Don't worry about it.
like don't rewind. You know, just enjoy. Honestly, just enjoy. Yeah. Anything else that's on your mind, Darth Shaun?
No.
I mean, I just have to say that I think the costumes are absolutely amazing in the
Right?
Odyssey. Best
You know
costume.
what I really did like that was the best,
love the
the
Darth Vader.
absolute best for me is the fact that I had a Viking ship.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
in Greek mythology. That to
Obviously,
me was genius.
there's a logical explanation. They saw Vikings and were like, listen, we need to build our ships better. And that's what they did, you know.
Okay, listen. Okay, we gotta stop this thing. His movie. I feel like he's gonna come take the PlayStation back. Like, let's just shut up now.
He's probably messaged Whistler right now and said,
"Yeah, I want it back. It's done. It's not happening."
Fucking Darth Hefner. Sharky has it, dude. Sharky goes, Darth Hefner, that gown. It's epic. It's really cool. And Leo's also here. How's it, Leo? Good to see you. Hi, Shaun.
How's it, Leo?
You guys have fun.
Because I had trolled them. I trolled them all because I kept switching off the lights and closing the door. Like, I think at one point I went, there's something in the basement, and he ran down the basement, and I just closed the door behind him.
Oh.
So,
you just sacrificed him to the team.
I just sacrificed it. But the worst is that he went to go look at my video, obviously, because he went to go look at everyone's video, and he saw what I did, and he like messaged me, "You such a dickhead," you know. And I was like, "Hey, I couldn't help myself." But I mean, we just played again. It was so much fun. The chaos, I absolutely love it.
It looks like
I want to go to that asylum.
It's more to the story. You locked us all in there.
I did. I convinced everyone to go down, but like what I realized is the ghost that we were hunting is more prone to go for people that are alone.
Yeah.
So.
Also,
it was fun. It was fun.
Melissa Hartland's also. Yeah, we haven't heard the last of Christopher Logan and the former owners of that. Wait, what? Is there more? Oh, that Christopher Logan is an absolute stain. He is an absolute fuckhead.
If Ronaldo's watching, I just want to say I love Nolan.
How's it, Zelda Grobler? How are you? I just want to point out Chess's comment. Those Viking ships were ahead of their time. The Nords were actually copying. Now, this is true. Yeah, he did correct history. He did correct history. This is true. This is the brilliance of Nolan, guys. Come on. Right. So can we talk about Candace Owens now?
All right. Hold on a second. Let me just.
Wait, Whistler said we must wait until he got here. So what does that mean that does he want to join? Is he going to take the position?
I'm hoping he joins because I think
is he going to take the position against me? Is he going to defend Candace?
I think he needs to because I'm not going to. I like everyone too much.
No, you don't. You have a fucking board, a whiteboard with people's names on.
Yeah, but you hate everyone the most. They don't need to know what I write down, yeah?
Will you do me a favor? Will you put Candace Owens on the board for me?
I will put. Okay, just give me a second. I'm multitasking. I'm putting the mic down here, so it's gonna get softer. Just letting you know, I'm gonna grab it now.
Turnkey, gummy time already. Oh Lord, you shouldn't watch us and have gummies, Turnkey. Just saying, be careful. Wait, let me get a shovel. I think Whistler needs to join. He wants to defend. If you want to come defend Candace, here's your time. Ek miss die Whistler. I also miss Whistler. I miss him a lot sometimes. I wonder if he has the balls to come and defend his favorite goal. I had 5. Oh, God, that's why. Like when we started talking about Nolan, this is exactly what happened in AJM's head.
Shut up, fat boy!
You're kidding, Melissa? For real? Logan denies defaming the owners of the former owners, while the owners maintain Logan's public campaign destroy. No, that's 100% what he did. I hope it goes to court. I hope it fucking goes to court. I'm sorry. I want that kid. That kid came there and lied. He made an absolute horseshit, dude. Nothing happened. He made it all up. Or as Andrew Wilson would say, he made it the fuck up. I sit right on the line that splits the screen between Darth and Mork when it comes to the Owen saga. That's good. No, listen. I don't take my word for it. Whistler G's in the house. Listen, we waited for you, right? Are you gonna come defend? Are we gonna come to defend your Betty here? We're gonna defend your Candace. I'm waiting for you. You have to step up and defend her. Darth Shaun's going to be mod, and I'm going to make arguments against her. You better come defend her. Odyssey's story is over 3,000 years old. Exactly, right? I don't think you should portray the thematic themes of the Odyssey through a today lens. You can, but that's what happens where you're going to get massive feedback. Why am I defending Candace? You said I must wait until you finish your stream with Renal Dog before I talk about it. I thought you wanted to then join in.
I have made a scoreboard.
Shaun doesn't want to defend it. So
yeah, I'm not going to defend it. I'm just here to keep track. So I've made a fair scoreboard. I'm going to show you now. On one side, it's so every time you get a point, you'll get it. If you get something right, you'll get a point. So I've made a fair scoreboard. I just want everyone to see it.
Because Shaun's just going to agree with me. Candace wrong. Mork is or Mork. See, I didn't have to go. Mork is right. Mork is just always right. So,
but as you can see, it's a fair scoreboard.
I just said I need an hour weekly thing to talk about. Okay, we'll only make it an hour. Fine. If you don't want to come defend her, wuss. Right.
I feel like it's a cop-out Whistler. I really do. I feel like you create an expectation. I was so happy when Mork said to me, "Oh, Whistler's going to join us." I was like, "That's amazing." I'm a little disappointed in Whistler now.
I am a little bit disappointed in Whistler. Whistles.
Oh, Sandy, he's going to be eating the frozen soup lolly on Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
I told us about this last night. I'm going. I don't know why you would be talked into that.
No. I blame him for agreeing to it.
Yeah.
He should have just taken the knee. He should have just gone, "No, you're right. Ronaldo's correct. I'm going to throw up."
Well, you better join because, no, but I just want somebody that's gonna give me the alternative position. Shaun wants to stay neutral on this. I've got certain things. Maybe you could just play devil's advocate if you want.
It's because I like Chantalu and she's always nice on my stream, and I'm worried that
I don't understand. I'm not saying anything mean about Chantalu. I'm talking about Candace.
I don't know. I support Chantalu.
Wait, what? Okay, let me see.
She's asking about the soup lolly.
The soup lolly.
The soup ice lolly.
Yeah. Oh. Yes. I don't even fucking ask. It's apparently Whistler agreed, was dead to
Well, yeah, it's
frozen soup on live on Ronaldo's thing. I think he's doing it on Friday. When are you doing it?
I think it's Friday. Did you send him a link? He asked for a link, by the way.
If you, this is also what Papa says does point out the truth here. If I disagree with Candace, I am racist though. It's fine. I will take that one for the team, guys. A chicken feet soup. Oh no. So apparently the rules are, because we were discussing this last night. He said he's just going to do cup of soup, and I'm going like, cup of soup doesn't count. Cup of soup doesn't count. Frozen cup of soup is like basically it's soup flavored water. Right? You have to do soup.
But imagine the chicken feet soup thing, and you've got like a claw sticking out of the.
Oh. Yeah, not Kev. See, here we go. See, Whistler, come on. There we go. We've got Whistler G in the house. Whistler G, my opponent, has joined. How are you, sir?
Right.
Frozen
I'm hearing duplicates.
I love how Whistler's just pouring out
now. It's fine.
There we go.
Like your shirt, by the way.
Yeah, Call it Duty. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
I
it
chose
was
violence tonight. It's Candace of Duty.
Candace of
Chose
Duty.
violence. Listen, wait. Let me
Yes.
defend myself.
Go for it. Go for it.
Let me defend myself.
Is it the ice
5
lolly
minutes
thing?
opening. 5 minutes opening. Yeah, go for it.
No, on both counts. Count number 1,
Yes.
the Candace thing.
Yes.
Somewhere along the weekend, I can't remember when. It's probably Saturday
Saturday morning. Yeah.
or somewhere in Discord. We spoke about Candace Owens.
Kinda. Yes.
And you said, no, it was on stream on Saturday. Somebody said
Yeah.
you need to have like a Candace hour somewhere.
Yeah,
We just set aside an hour to talk about Candace every week.
Well, I'm not
Report
every-
on Candace, the
Right.
Candace report.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I said, I'm happy with that. Can we please just do it after Ronaldo stream so that I can
Oh,
be
this-
here?
Oh,
Because I want to
okay,
see
is
the
that what you meant?
rage of what's
Oh,
happening.
okay. You want to see the rage? Okay,
I
I
have
got
no
it.
position on Candace. All I can tell you though is two things.
Okay.
Candace
Yeah.
is a little cuckoo at the moment with like her
Yes.
getting, she said either God spoke to her through a dream or something, and she says some stuff. I'm like, lay off on the mushrooms.
Yeah, yeah.
But Erica
Lay
Kirk,
off
I'm
the crack
sorry.
pipe.
I think Erica, where there's smoke, there's fire. Like that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. On count 2
Mhm.
of
Soup.
frozen soup.
Yes.
Somehow, somewhere on Ronaldo's stream last night, we spoke about stuff. And obviously, it is customary to say stuff that you would think the other person would find sif, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because Reese got timed out, which I don't know why. I'm actually quite offended with that because Reese actually, it does taste nice, is
Yeah.
Mari biscuits with butter and bovril on it. And I think Aromat, it does taste nice. It is nice, right? So Ronaldo timed it out. And then I just said, I like eating frozen soup. And Ronaldo's like, that's cock. I want to see you eat. Actually, I want to see you eat frozen soup in stream. So he challenged me. So I'm like, okay,
Okay.
challenge accepted.
Okay.
So I'm like, let's do it.
You're gonna do it.
So I said, can we do it on Friday night? Because just now this week, I don't know what's going to happen. But on Friday night, we'll do it. And if I don't do it on Friday night, I'll do it whenever the next stream is. I'm not going to chicken out. Chicken noodle soup. I'm not going to chicken
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of it. I'm going to do it.
Okay. Okay.
Because what's so stiff about it? It's cold soup. Okay, it's cock. But I mean, I'm gonna make a soup lolly.
Yeah, yeah.
Jere kots in 'n tuimeldroër.
What's wrong with it?
So what you're gonna buy? You're doing the Woolies soup though. You're not just
No,
gonna do any
Ronaldo
soup.
did say it has to be a flacy soup, so I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah.
like a, I don't know,
I mean,
like a
someone-
hearty beef or whatever Woolies has. Oh shit!
I think Arbot.
I think I'm hearing.
Someone cock
I
a
don't know
gun.
if I'm hearing the Nerf gun or something. I heard the Nerf gun go, so I'm just cussing. It's the Nerf gun, yeah.
That's the sound of abuse.
No, it's not. No, dude, I don't know when I'm going to get abused. I was
Just walk-
cussing
just
because
walk
the
past
Nerf
the-
gun might be. Yeah.
Just remember that sign.
You know, she walks in and like curse. You never know, dude. You never know. Like those Nerf guns are there. I have no protection.
Yeah, you're alone there. You don't even have the dog to save you. But
Yeah,
I think Arbot did point out I think he did up the game here. You should do like a snoekkop sop.
What suck?
Oh.
No, I don't eat shit. There's nothing wrong with frozen soup. So
George says tequila shots replace the salt with aromat. The aromat breaks the harsh. Ooh, I actually would give that a go. Yeah.
tequila shots break the salt with aromat.
Listen, no, Ghost Stomper, we've ruled out cuppa soup. Cuppa soup doesn't count. You can't do water-flavored soup. Soup-flavored water. No, he's got to go buy one of those Woolies like soup, like the Moroccan beef,
Bags.
the Moroccan lamb,
Yeah.
like that one with the flesh bits, and they freeze that and then have like a lollipop and then eat the whole thing. That's what they're gonna do.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
eat the whole lollipop, the whole?
The whole lollipop.
I just want to make sure that when you can't just buy the beef soup and pour in the liquid. It's got to be chunks in your lolly.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be chunks in the thing. Right. So do we want to what?
You can't just
Okay.
come with demands.
No, I'm just saying. Like then it's technically
How would you know it doesn't have chunks? I'm going to shake it and I'm going to pour it out to make a soup lolly.
No, you got to make sure that there's some like chunks in there. Like you got to,
I'm
because I
sure
want
there
you to
will be
like,
chunks
as
in
you're
there.
eating the lolly, I want you to sit there and go, wow, this ice isn't really breaking down. And then realize, no, actually you've been
like
chewing on a piece of meat for a while.
Fuck, stop, Joseph. Herman goes,
I
"Sis,
don't
man,
like
go to
stiff
Thailand,
stuff.
eat vrot for
Sorry.
soup. Make it nice vrot."
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
God. Dankie
I
vir
don't
die-
like
thanks
eating
for the donor,
frog
Herman.
stuff. I don't like eating offal and all that guck, but there's nothing wrong with frozen soup other than it's a bit cold. Lolly
Oh,
soup.
Chantalu. Why is he having anxiety?
Because he's got to go to school tomorrow. I would also fucking have anxiety.
Oh, school starts, yeah.
Oh my god, that's right. It's
A
shame.
Okay. All right.
Mason
Well, in the
Tom needs to cook.
meantime, I will defend Shantulu's position.
Okay,
Okay, can I go now?
no. But I was thinking, I just want to.
If he wants to go, let him go.
You're such a dick. Okay, well, I was thinking. Listen, let's quickly. I'm just quickly going to run off some of the stuff with the Candace stuff. I just want to point out there's two things. It's like my argument against Candace is evidence, right? That's my main concern. I think you should compare the two, right? So let's quickly compare the two. I'm just going to go off it. So the first thing I would say is evidence, right? Which the state has presented, which would be first off would be the surveillance video, right? The multiple camera angles shows Robinson at Utah Valley University multiple times on the day of the shooting. Video captures him climbing over the railing. Yada yada yada. Roughly 100 climbing over the railing, the center of the rooftop, aligned sniper position. Roughly. Now, yes, there's claims that they don't think it's him, but listen, that's the first bit of hard evidence. I would go. Okay,
But
maybe
there is evidence proving that it wasn't. I mean, I would say there is evidence proving that it wasn't him. There
Like what?
is. Well, Candace said.
Okay. No. You make a valid point, Darth Shaun. Listen, let me quickly go through it, and then you can refute me. All right. The second thing is the footage shows him lying on the prone position. Cool. We can make the argument, but this is the evidence that the state has produced, right? So they show him there on the day. They also show his vehicle was captured near the campus later that night. Physical evidence at the scene. This is kind of where it gets hard to sort of like make an argument against, right? He's got a palm print and forearm imprints recovered from the edge of the rooftop. His fingerprint. Footwear impression consistent with the Converse sneaker around found at the grounds below. Again, maybe a lot of people wear Converse, so the Mauser type 30-06 bolt action firing rifle described as his grandfather's recovered from the wooden area north of the campus. It was wrapped in a towel and contaminated one contaminated spent casing. Engraved bullet casing found with the rifle, message referencing anti-fascist. Yeah. Definitely set up. Screwdriver. There was a screwdriver also found at the rooftop, which is also part of the evidence. Used to engrave the message on the casings. Okay, then there's DNA evidence, right? DNA matching Tyler Robinson was found on the towel wrapped around the rifle, on the rifle itself, stock, grips, bolt, and scope, on the ammunition, on the etching tool. After Robinson's roommate Lance Twiggs provided a comparison sample, analysts were able to attribute a mixture primary of Robinson and Twiggs. So the towel had both of their DNA on. Forensic testimony describes the likelihood of ratio was extremely high that it was in favor of Robinson being the contributor. Then there's digital and communication evidence, text message between Robinson and Twig that prosecutors describe as a confession and planning communications message. Discuss retrieving the rifle from the drop point, leaving it wrapped in a towel in the bushes. Twiggs recorded an interview with the investigators, was played in court. He described Robinson acting erratically after the shooting and staging and shooting and stating he wished he hadn't done it and planned to turn himself in. And then other supporting points, Robertson turned himself in after being publicly identified, ballistic testimony linking the recovered rifle and shooting, linking the recovered rifle to the shooting. Cool. So, I mean, that's pretty much, that's like solid, what we call solid evidence, right?
How is it solid evidence? Let's just quickly break this down. Evidence can easily be placed at the scene.
Yeah.
Conveniently, his fingerprint was on the bullet. Oof.
Yes.
What have you not seen movies where they take the fingerprint and they stick it directly on it? Like I'm going right. And of course and also the text message. Who knows if that was him that sent it? The decoy.
Yeah.
Could have used his phone to text whatever the boyfriend's name is, right? Right.
Could have.
Then there is him confessing to it, right? I would also. There's suddenly my images appearing on televisions, going they hunt for me. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
But why would you give yourself up then?
Because going like if I'm gonna go on the run, I'm gonna look guilty. So I'd rather turn myself in, hoping that the evidence points. Now, obviously, the government's involved, trying to nail this whole scenario onto me.
Yes. Terrible. I mean, it's obviously the government.
They need a scapegoat because of, I get
it. The government has done evil things in the past. There's a potential chance. But
exactly.
My point is,
right. Then you're going to bring up the erratic behavior.
Shut up, fat boy! Hey!
Sorry.
You want to bring up the erratic behavior, right?
Yeah.
Someone's just been shot. I happen to be at the campus.
Yeah.
I'm running for my life. Of course, I'm erratic behavior. And then all of a sudden, I see my face on television. They think it's me. Exactly.
No, possibilities. These are all possible. But the thing is this, right? The problem is the thing is this is physical evidence. You got DNA on the thing, on the gun, on the towel, on the bullets, photos. Now you can dispute all of it, right? But you have to provide some kind of alternative evidence to make the assertions, because there's been assertions has been made, right? For example, the one would be that Tyler Robinson was a patsy. Now, in order to make that claim, you have to have evidence that supports the claim.
I do.
Right? Okay, which is what?
Candace said. Where's Chantalu? I'm not giving her argument much justice.
Ask Whistler. Wait, it's Hadman by Donkey if you don't know. Ask Whistler what a 150 gram did on an Impala he took down on my farm. Not a 180 gram plus bullet that fragmented. Ask Whistler.
Well,
why?
I mean, it took an Impala down, but I mean, the thing is, the bullet that they used on Charlie Kirk was a 30-06, wasn't it? They found a 30-06.
Soft point 30-06.
Dude, it's still a massive projectile,
Ronaldo,
right? I mean,
Buy Donkey Ronaldo.
Why would you just do 7 rand? Doesn't the whole action cost you more?
No, it's rough out there. It's cold. People need that extra money for the heat. Listen,
it's one way to screw with YouTube is like giving them a little bit of tax. Yeah, not a lot of tax.
Donkey Ronaldo. It still counts.
All right, Chantal is back. Chantal says she's back. Please, Chantal, you got to jump in. I am not doing your case much justice.
Well, it's just like what Whistler was saying. What, like you shot an Impala, right?
Yeah.
With
I can't remember what bullet that was. I'm assuming from this on my farm, I used a 150 grain bullet, but the bullet that they used for Charlie, the gun they found was a 30-06. And I think the gun had bullets in it, which was a 150 grain bullet, from what I recall.
Yeah, it was
a lot of guys a lot of guys were like, dude, a 150 grain bullet would go through you if it hits you in the neck, dude.
No. But, hold on, one thing at a time. let's just wait. Hold on. One thing. Let's go. Yeah. So, first comment. She goes, "It was found to be inconclusive." Now, but the thing is, the majority of the time, it is found to be inconclusive because the bullet fragments. If you go look at all, it's partial. It's all partial because it's it's never 100% because the bullet fragments. I think that's the vibe for most cases, right? But again, like we can do one piece of evidence at a time, right? Because the whole vibe is we're going to dispute each and every single one of them, because they can go as you have to provide alternative evidence for the other option, right?
I just want to point out,
yes.
Right, it's 8:45.
What?
No, the time is 8:45.
Yeah. We're not going to go long. We're just going to discuss.
I'm just saying, I don't think you'll be able to dispute every piece. What we could do is we can carry this on next Monday again.
Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can.
Make it a nice long chat.
Did Charlie wear a vest though? For some reason, I think this was the one day where he wasn't wearing a vest or wasn't wearing a full vest or something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if Herman's still here. A 150 grain hunting bullet, right? So something that's like a soft point hunting bullet would mushroom, expand, and probably not even go through.
It could. There's a chance
it would have gone through, right?
Yeah.
But did they recover? I can't recall. Did they recover like a bullet from his neck wound?
No. This is the ballistics report was that they found bullet fragments inside his body. So the state's argument is the follows, right? The state argues. Do I just want to answer Jasmal? Jasmal, we are debating. We're debating what the state has presented and what Candace Owens has presented, or like the differing between the two. My position is I think the evidence kind of suggests I'm going more towards the state versus a lot of the stuff that Candace has said. It lacks physical evidence, or she has to the onus is on her to bring evidence for the opposition for whatever theory that she presents, right? Like this is, and just to give you guys a breakdown of it. The state has.
I'm going with Erica was involved. Just by the way, just smart.
Yeah, cool. You can do that. So for example, the state is saying the following. They're going that due to all the evidence, it points towards Tyler Robinson being the shooter, right? And then the evidence for those things are, for one, like I said, would be the video footage. Right now, we can dispute the video footage. It looks there's a 50% chance. Some of them go 60% chance. People are going, well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, right? But that's still physical evidence. You then have the other physical evidence. You've got a video footage of it, of him being there on the day. His car was there. You've got the fact of him, the grandfather's gun. You've got his fingerprint on the rooftop, his fingerprint on the gun, his DNA on the towel, yada yada. So there's a whole bunch of evidence that points towards him. Now, in order for you to make the claim, or in order for you to affirm the claim, you have to demonstrate some kind of evidence that helps support your position. For example, if you think Erica's involved, what evidence supports that claim? Otherwise, it's just a theory, right? There has to be. Was there a email that she sent? Her acting weird on the day, or like for the last 6 months, doesn't constitute physical evidence that puts her in like, you can't go, well, because she's acting weird, therefore killed husband. She maybe has been involved. It's a leap too far. Do you know what I mean? And from my point of view. So we just Chantal is the gun they found did not alert the bomb dogs and walk. Okay, but it was the grandfather's gun. But again, in order for you to but that's what they found. That's still the physical evidence. Whether or not the dog picked it up or not doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're going to make the claim that it was planted there, you need to provide evidence that you have to demonstrate that, like, whatever theory it is, you can dispute all the evidence. The evidence is there. We don't know. All that we've seen so far is we've done the pre-trial hearing where they presented evidence that was in dispute. Right? Then we're going to still do the trial. Once we get to the trial, we're going to go, okay, cool. And it's going to depend on a jury without a shadow of a doubt that he was guilty. Now, DNA on the towel, DNA on the gun, fingerprint on his fingerprint. Now, the state's saying he did it. Now, the opposite position would be all those things were planted there, right? Now you're gonna have to demonstrate how that is done. How is that possibly done then? You need some kind of supporting evidence. Go for it, Darth Shaun.
I've got evidence.
Yeah.
My evidence is Chantal said that Candace said. That is my evidence. Sorry, I'm joking. Okay, all right. But serious note now.
Yeah.
I do think, okay, your argument is valid. I need to create evidence, but there's also a possibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can go 30%, 20%, whatever you want to lean, that maybe Erika did it.
Okay. How did you
That
get
bitch
there?
is
though?
weird.
No, she's weird. She's weird. I mean,
that's my evidence.
Again, I'll go for it piece by piece. So, for example, Chantal says Tyler's DNA on the gun was the most degraded. DNA tested on the gun. Other DNA that was found was his dad's, his brother's, and Lance. Okay, cool. But you still have the other supporting evidence, which puts him at the scene, the video footage. You also have the fact that, his political leanings, his confession, him giving himself up, and the thing. All those things put together creates this. What is the alternative? What is the alternative?
I think we should ask the question differently.
Okay, well, how should I ask it?
I first think we need to ask is, are we disputing that maybe Tyler pulled the trigger?
But
versus
true, you can
instigate the trigger to be pulled, though, right? Whoever killed them might not have necessarily had all the motive. The motive might have just been fueled.
Yeah. But for example, who's this? Jalene van Niekerk. So she says having Tyler's DNA on the rifle is no evidence, as he was the owner of the gun. There was a mix of DNA profile. Yeah, but the thing is, right? If I die, if I'm dead, right, and we find Whistler's gun close to the scene, we find video evidence of somebody that looks like Whistler. There's a ginger. He's wearing a red cap and he's maybe got like a hacker kind of, t-shirt. We maybe see his cool new car on the scene. And then we also find, that he sends a text message to Darth Shaun later on going, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done this thing. And also then gives him up to the police when they're looking for him, right? All those things put together creates
I would never give you up, Whistler.
The logical conclusion that it is him. In order for you to make the assessment or to go down the route of saying, well, this was all put there, he was maybe framed, you have to supply evidence that supports that. You can't just claim a theory and you need to back that theory.
If Tyler's DNA was degraded on an item, right, whatever that item is, it means it's been a while since he touched it.
Yeah, so
if the DNA would be strong if I shot it.
But I mean, again, degraded could mean that he was touching the gun, took a cloth and wiped the gun down. It's degraded now, right? The thing is, you have to apply practical rationality to these things. So it could have been degraded due to maybe rubbing the gun down. The thing is, a lot of people, for example, that's one thing. A lot of people have disputed the bullet, right? Going like, there's no way that the bullet. I've heard, I think it was Ian Carroll came out going, oh, well, there's no way. And he showed like a full metal jacket bullet. And then it turned out it wasn't a full metal jacket. It was a soft point. Soft points are designed to basically hit your target and explode on the inside. Now, the state's saying that it hit him in the neck, hit his spine, and then shattered downwards. And then basically that's how we just, I mean, listen, I watched the thing at the beginning. I was going, there's no way. This looks like something completely different. But again, I don't have supporting evidence that I can state there was there explosives found on the day? Was it tested? So we can only go on what the state has provided, what evidence the state has. You know what I mean? If there is, unless somebody else go and maybe like check him for explosive, I don't know, explosive powder that might have been residue that it was on him. We don't know, but we can't make a claim. Lack of evidence doesn't equal evidence. That's my position.
My honest opinion though that I have on this, right, is I feel like Tyler could have done a better job at getting away with it. That's all I'm going.
Could he though? Because he wrote a Discord thing, he wrote a letter to his partner, whatever. So even if the evidence is there, because that's what Candace is doing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I just feel like it's so well wrapped up in a little bow. I've seen enough movies to realize, like,
that
I'm
is
not
the
going to
problem,
tell.
though, right? It is wrapped up in a bow.
Because that's usually sometimes. But the thing is, it could be one or two things. It could be nicely wrapped up in a bow, and that goes like, wow, this is just way too wrapped up in a bow, right? Or it could be that's just exactly what happened, and because he shot him, right? But in order to make the
Occam's razor.
Occam's razor, but in order to make the distinction other way around, you have to provide some kind of evidence that supports or gives us any kind of anything that ties, I don't know, anybody else to the thing. Now, I've heard somebody make the claim that it could have been Lance Twiggs that did it, right? He could have been implicated, but they don't have him on the scene. I think somebody did mention there was a random video where it looked like someone like him, but like the person on the rooftop doesn't look exactly like him. He looks a bit different. So all the evidence is pointing in one direction, right? You're going to have to show, there's going to have to be other kind of evidence that goes, okay, cool, look at this. The problem is, yeah.
You mentioned the Discord messages. Tyler was in police custody when the Discord messages were sent.
How do we know that?
Just hold on. I'm just waiting for my source to get the information. Can you, Chantal, he asked me a question. I don't have a rebuttal.
Tyler was at the police station when the Discord messages were sent.
No, the Discord messages were sent an hour before he turned himself in.
Yeah. So, no, but this is the problem. We're disputing. The thing is, okay, like let's maybe like push these two things aside. You can dispute evidence. Okay, this is the evidence that the state has given. I went through that. We can dispute everything, and this is what Candace Owens has done. She's disputed every single one. Same with Ian Carroll, every single one. A lot of people have done. I saw a comment from AJM where people have done the gun thing and they've demonstrated it and it goes through. I've seen those videos, but then there's been guys that have done it with a soft point and it shows like they shoot it into the rubber thing and it explodes on the inside, right? So it's one of it could be both. Candace is like Alex Jones. Years later, it will turn out that she was right, or at least 20 out of 100 times about. Again, we could find out, but at the moment, there is no alternative evidence. We have evidence that the state has provided, and any kind of theory that's opposition to that needs to have supporting evidence. What is that evidence? What is the evidence that that Erica Kirk was involved?
That bitch is weird.
But that doesn't count as evidence, right? Is that
yeah, I'm not saying there's evidence that she's involved. She's just weird, right?
No, that's weird,
I'm
right?
sorry. Her going on shopping sprees the day after, buying things.
I'm just saying,
giving him whatever, dude. I'm like, no, dude.
I'm just saying, when I'm at the shop, right? I go to the shop. I'm at the Checker Center and I'm buying something.
Yeah.
And I suddenly go like this. And someone walks past me and I start doing this.
You look suspect, yeah, of course.
Just saying, I could be hiding something. That's all I'm saying, is that you could just like act normal. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a source. Just hold on. I feel like I'm gonna go no. The FBI told everyone the wrong time. The charging documents of the police station that he went to show what time he got there. The sheriff came through 3 hours later in an interview. That's what my source is telling me.
Now, how do we confirm that? So, what's the best way to confirm? Was this disputed in the pre-trial hearing?
I'm getting something else, and it's just my opinion on this. I want to make sure that everyone understands this is my opinion. You guys are woefully wrong and uninformed. this is painful. There is too much of this whole case to tell you.
No, we can't do the whole case. We can go through it bit by bit, right? But again, it's like what I'm saying to you is I'm going like when you look at all evidence provided, all the evidence that the state has provided points towards Tyler, right? You can dispute some of the stuff, but now we're going into like how can so for example, this one here, the FBI told everyone the wrong time. Okay, they changing documents of the police station. The charging documents of the police station that he went to shows that the time that he got there. The sheriff came through 3 hours later in the interview. Okay, let's confirm. Let's double. I mean, let's just do an AI search and check if this is 100% correct. Because we can't follow everything.
For me, I think the thing is just that Candace is saying that Erica's actions are suspicious, and half of the internet's agreeing to that. Versus all the other legal experts and whatever is saying that Candace is just being a grieving widow. Right? The fact that she wants to process this, get this over and done with, whatever. Like for me, I'm thinking like, why is she pushing it so quickly? Why do you want to push for this to be open? Why are you doing that? But their argument is that she's just a grieving widow and she wants it to be over. But I mean, I don't know, dude. She's just weird. She was like a nobody before this, and now she's a somebody.
I do like look. I've made no issue with saying that she's weird. I do. For me, when you lose someone, I think your behavior is unpredictable. I think it's different to everyone. I do admit to that. It is very different for everyone how you process grief or what your actions is. I don't think there's an actual book on this is how you should be acting, because I think it's everyone grieves in a different way.
Okay. No, so just based on that, I mean, again, everything can kind of be double checked, because the cool thing is that AI now has the ability to search this stuff quickly because it has access to the stuff. So, for example, partially supported. So I basically checked what the whole FBI was at the wrong time thing. Key facts. So partially supported available evidence, but not clear cut off. FBI lied about the wrong time in the way often claimed by the conspiracy circles. There's a documented discrepancy in the reported timelines around Tyler Robinson's surrender and the Washington County Sheriff's Office on September 11th. But again, now it almost feels like they're trying to dispute every and each point of the evidence, right? But again, I'm still waiting on any kind of evidence that supports how there is any other alternative to this, like how it was a setup. Was there an email between, I don't know, like a Mossad agent?
The thing with Netanyahu? Didn't she have that phone call with Netanyahu?
I do want to point that out. I think it was so Geo sent me this. Basically, again, let me share it quickly and show you guys. This is the whole vibe. This is the text discussion that Charlie Kirk had. Again, this is, I would say, partial. I wouldn't even call it evidence. It's like, so this is from Charlie Kirk. He goes, I just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year, because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Charlie Kirk, Jewish donors play into the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me to no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. Okay, cool. But like, what
this was up in Candace Owens' thing. She surfaced as evidence.
Yeah. But what does that? Yeah. What is this evidence of? That's my point. Is this evidence of that? This is the reason why
something was beforehand. There was something beforehand where he was.
He had a meeting with I think it with the Netanyahu and them and yada yada yada. But again, it's like to make the claim that because he's going to be stopping pro-Israel, they're going to take him out. That doesn't make sense, because he would, if he stops talking about Israel, it would be the same as them shooting him. It's just almost like a circular argument. So like, okay, so he's not going to talk about it anymore, and if he's not, we're going to kill him. Like, okay, cool. So you just so what if he just stopped talking, so fucking what would be the difference? How is this evidence that he's done something that would lead to his assassination, if you want to put it like that? Like the fact that he was not wanting to talk about it anymore. But it's evident, but it's not. It's not even circumstantial evidence. It's like we're trying to tie it to him. Charlie got hit by higher powers.
But that's what I'm saying, right? I mean, the fact that Tyler pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
maybe
he could have been paid, but there's no evidence that supports that yet. That's my point.
No, but not just that, dude. Again, this is all, what did AJM say? Like a good, not speculation, like a good conspiracy theory, right? This guy was in like a weird relationship with that, Lance, whatever the other guy's name was, right?
Yeah, he was.
He had those bullets written with fascist, all kind of stuff like that.
Exactly like what happened with Trump earlier. Trump, when I think one or two of the assassination attempts on Trump, the same thing happened. Yeah. The bullet casings were written with catch fascist and yada 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 shit like that. So, it's
what if this was like a guy sitting on a sidewalk crying, and you're like, oh, what is wrong? And he's like, oh, so and so did this, and all you do is just like you are convincing him that something else is the right thing to do, influence, off you go. Like, cause if you have a gun, you should go and shoot him. And he goes, takes his grandfather's gun, and he goes and shoots the stuff, right? I mean, you'll never know what happened behind those decisions.
Yeah.
If it's even true, did he go and give himself in? You don't know, dude. Like,
but I mean, like, again, like Shantali says, no, he was starting to speak against Israel. But again, do you think that's the fact that, because again, I don't think he's speaking against their right to exist, right? He was speaking against maybe funding their government. But is that enough? Is that enough for them to then want to kill him? Like that's my question. And it's like, what evidence do you have that supports that, other than him going, I will not be bullied into talking about it. Do you know what I mean? Tyler wasn't even a good shot.
No, go for it.
No, I'm just reading the comment from Tyler. Wasn't even a good shot. He liked fishing. He got grandpa's gun because he was the oldest. The Dremel had only Lance Twig's DNA on it. Okay. Was Lance at the scene though? Did Lance confess? Did Lance give himself up? And why would but I mean, by implication, we're going like, okay, cool. Well, if it was Lance, then what did Lance do? Did Lance then fabricate the text messages? Because you're gonna have to prove that he did. You're gonna have to go like, oh, cool. Well, he logged in from thingy's account. You know what I mean? But again, it's like, what evidence? Apart from disagreeing with what the state has presented, what evidence presents anything else alternatively to that? That's my question. Israel has killed people. I mean, sure, but you need some kind of evidence to tie it to this, more than just like a text message from Charlie going, listen, they're forcing me to do a thing. Because he gave states evidence. Maybe that's why. Usually that's what happens, right? You get immunity when you go, listen, I'm going to confess. I'm going to go, listen, I'm going to come in and tell you guys exactly what happened, but I want immunity not to be prosecuted. Occam's razor, again.
You would never know.
Just no, you won't know. If you're here, can you please indicate?
Ouija board.
I mean, but Chantal, I hear you, but all of these are just speculation. Like you have to. None of this is evidence that corroborates any of these things.
This is why it's going to go the direction that it's going to, though, right? Is the evidence that Candace is arguing isn't necessarily there. Now,
that's
I'd love to believe that Candace is holding her cards close to her chest, and she's going to play it at the right point in time.
Maybe. No, I mean,
but at this point, she's looking stupid, right?
She is, but because the thing is, her argument is like, I have, a source. The thing is, that source could be lying to her, or she could be lying. We don't know if it's completely true. The thing is, there is no evidence that supports any of the other arguments. Like, there's no evidence that puts, I mean, we could maybe go Lance, there's enough evidence to partially support Lance. Again, the state has to look at it, right? Like, now let's take it from the purview of maybe the state isn't involved. Let's just, yes, the state gets involved in stuff, and there are assassinations like Kennedy and stuff like that. It could be, right? But you have to have supporting evidence to put it there. Maybe Tyler was there, maybe. But again, he's texting from his house. That was the whole argument. There was another thing about something about a restaurant. But the thing is, the state looks at it. Who's the most? Which evidence points to the closest person? It looks like it's Tyler, right? Can they put Lance on the scene? No, they can't. They don't have evidence.
Surely there was other DNA evidence as well, because he left, there was things that they found, like the sniper pad thing.
Yeah. But his
that he laid down on, whatever. Surely there's DNA evidence on that.
But Chantal, Tyler was
kind of stuff.
Tyler was seen on the campus footage, but he was, though. But you're disputing whether it was him. It doesn't mean it's not him. You can dispute where it's him. I would look at the footage and I got to 50-50. It looks kind of like him.
That's what the legal guys are doing, though, right? I don't think there was there was one or two clear shots when he was running down those stairs and stuff.
Yeah, he was walking down the stairs doing the limp, and it's it looks like him. But it looks like him enough that your friends and family go, "Oh shit, I know who that is." Do you know what I mean? It's again, we're still waiting on any kind of evidence that proves anything other than Tyler. The closest I could probably say maybe Lance. I think is there a chance that Lance goes involved? Yeah, maybe. But again, you've got to again at the same time, I'm thinking the preliminary hearing was about putting evidence forward, and then they would try and go after evidence that they're going to dispute. It's because they're going, okay, we want to put this evidence in, and the defense is going, well, no, that doesn't count, blah, 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 blah. If there's something that's 100%, why would they even bring it up? They're not going to. They could have maybe glossed over assumption. We'll see at the actual trial. Law enforcement admitted in court that his face was no, but it looks like him. Then you've got but that's what I'm saying. You have video footage that looks like him. You've got all these other things that kind of add up to it. It looks video footage that looks like him, DNA on the gun, fingerprint on the wall, DNA on the towel, the screwdriver. It's his fucking gun. He gives himself up, and then he confessed to it on a message. All of those things together.
Can I make a suggestion?
Is evidence. And also,
my suggestion here is because there's so many evidence or different types of evidence, and obviously I think both sides are disputing either side, right?
Yeah.
Why not take one particular? Well, you're not.
No. But what I'm saying is only one side has provided evidence. The state. There is no alternative evidence. Nothing has been provided by Candace, by Ian Carroll, by anybody else has gone, here, this is evidence, here is a text message, here's a photograph, here is a video footage. Even if it was somebody that kind of looked like Lance Twiggs, here's Erica Kirk in the corner with a hoodie on, giving an envelope that says "Kill Charlie" on it to a guy that looks like a Mossad agent. There's nothing other than what the state has brought. The burden of proof is on Candace to bring supporting evidence for the claim. That's how it works.
There was a lot of video evidence that I think that the court is accepting, though, right? I mean,
there was what?
There's a lot of video evidence that the court was accepting, because remember he did that scout run, then he came back later in the day. They saw his car was there, all kind of stuff. Are they building that case, though, right? I mean, there's no proof that is why he was 100%. There. I'm saying that they're building a case.
I mean,
that's all that needs to happen here is they need to create a case that makes people believe
beyond reasonable doubt that he was the killer. Yeah. Now, if you have if somebody has an opposing thing, you have to provide some kind of supporting evidence. For example, the thing with with Erica, right? Like, yeah, like, dude, in the beginning, she acted weird. I'm going like, maybe she's involved. But there has to be something other than her acting weird tying it to it.
Time
Like,
for her to play cards. Like, play these cards that you have. Like, what are you protecting?
Yeah, like what is it that you have? What is it? Because the thing was, she had to sit down with her, and then she was like, afterwards, she goes like, no, she's definitely in. Okay, but what do you have? Do you have like a photograph of
Candice
her?
and Erica.
Yeah, Candice and Erica had a discussion, right? They had a 4-hour chat or something, and then after that, somewhere, maybe she sat down and told her, listen, this is the thing, and then she just acted weird, and she was like, Candice has found evidence as well as Baron. How did... See, now, I don't want to be... I'm not going to try and... I'm not being mean, I'm not being ugly, but I found evidence how? Like, what evidence did you find? Because it's fine to say it. What evidence did they find? What evidence that they haven't presented it yet? So what was the evidence? Because we're still waiting on any kind of evidence that... What is the evidence that Candice found, that Baron has found, that Ian Carroll has found?
But here's the thing, though, right?
What is it?
If you think about it, did you guys watch this thing on Netflix called I Will Find You?
No.
A TV show on Netflix called I Will Find You. It's about the guy that went to jail for killing his son.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I watched
really
it.
Good.
No.
It's like 6 or 8 episodes. It's really good. I don't want to give that away, though, right? But in stories like that, and I know I'm comparing a movie which is
No, it's not.
Isn't.
You can.
If you look at like how many times something in the movies happen, like how people are fabricating evidence, hiding evidence,
True.
putting things in the right place, you can't help but believe is how quickly everybody reacted to kind of like get to the point of... I just feel like everything kind of just magically unfolded in the space of like 2 weeks, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing to me is it's like it's easy. Sorry, carry on.
No, it's just like, is that... Let's just entertain the idea that, you know, maybe there is where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Maybe there is.
I was there.
Somebody
I agreed.
Give somebody else, right? Give some
100%.
other opposing evidence, something concrete, because doesn't matter what we think or believe and whatever. And right now, this conversation is around the Brian. It doesn't really fucking matter. Yeah. But what's going to happen is whatever the court is being presented and let you believe.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I'm saying, based on that, right? Based on what they currently have, it kind of looks like it's him.
Candice needs to play cards. If she has a fucking Joker, play it.
Then play it.
Play your Uno reverse card. Play whatever card you want. Play it now. Play it.
That's the thing. It's like presented, because that's the same thing I keep hearing. They've got information about, but like, what is it? What is the thing that they have? What is the evidence that they have that shows like, no, listen, the government is involved or anybody else is involved? I literally saw the restaurant receipt thing get completely, like, it was rejected. The actual restaurant came out and said it was all bullshit.
I just want to point out, like,
they literally posted it, I think yesterday on X.
My issue that I have is the government has lied continuously.
True.
The system itself and generally has lied continuously, and that's where I'm skeptical. For me, if my honest opinion about it, look, I'll have to present the evidence. I mean, it's not up to me. I'm not the judge or the jury that's deciding whether he's innocent or not. I don't want to be in that position anyway. But the system has lied before. I have seen conspiracy theories that have been proven correctly. I mean, look at the whole JFK vibe. People said they saw a second gunman on the grassy knoll. Right, there's that whole vibe. So,
my favorite.
I'm just saying there is a potential vibe here. Yeah, currently, right now, I agree. It's up to Candice to make the claim to present evidence. I agree with you. But from my point of view, if I have to look at this situation just from a let's go objectively, but also just with the idea that
there's a potential that governments have done this, and they've done it over years and years.
It just feels like things have been placed conveniently. I know if I wanted to unsubscribe someone, It's going to take some planning on my behalf. Like I would cross my. I've and I'm just going. There's that concept, but then again, I don't know the state of mind of Tyler Robertson.
Yeah,
maybe he did it. Maybe he didn't. I'll have to wait till the evidence comes out. They have a judgment. I then have to sit still. This is what's happened. Whether I believe them or not, it then becomes irrelevant because he's either been sentenced or he's been let off. But there's still the court of the what do they call it? The court of opinion. Am I saying it right? Yeah, the court of public opinion. Public opinion.
Unfortunately, that is how the legal system in America works. It is like, look at the O.J. Simpson's trial, right? That was trial in the court of public opinion. He was completely like 100%. All the evidence pointed exactly towards him, but the jury went the opposite way. Now we've got a system. We've got a kind of like the same thing here, where all the evidence is pointing towards him. We're going, well, it isn't. Okay, but what's the alternative evidence? We don't know. I mean, like, so Chantal says, Mork, I've got the restaurant thing completely wrong. They tried to debunk it. 3 waiter eyewitness confirmed they saw him and his debit card was used. The owner was saying he has no camera footage. Okay. So he wasn't at the restaurant, or he was at the restaurant. Does this prove that he took the shot, or he would like, again, that evidence compared to his DNA being on the towel, his text message, it's still the weight of that versus the weight of that is incomparable. Do you know what I mean? Please play the news clip in Discord. Okay.
I'm looking for it now.
This one.
Is it the last
one?
The
news, I got it.
Oh, yeah. I got it. Yeah, okay, you got it.
I got it. It's like...
Sorry, Chantal, I'm not a good debater. I'm terrible. I have not added any.
I mean, all we're doing is we're speculating on stuff that we have limited information on.
No, I understand the frustration. Like, I get where she's coming from. She wants to be able to voice her opinion over this, and like she only has me as the instrument. And let's face it, I'm fucking useless.
I wouldn't say you're useless.
No, I'm saying it. I'm quite happy saying that.
Okay, let's see here. So the post here's the post, right? The post is everything Real Candace Owens initially addressed and spoke of is now being considered perhaps reluctantly but considered nonetheless as legitimate. Alternative theory explaining what actually happened on the September.
We had you on. You know about ballistics. You shot bin Laden. What bothers you the most about this investigation?
Thanks for having me, Rob, and good to see you, General Holt.
You too.
A lot of things bother it bothers me about this. Nothing in particular. It's not like I'm out there saying big lie or conspiracy or someone did it. I'm just saying I've been in a lot of shootings. I've killed more than a handful of people, and this thing looked shady off the bat. I mean, I've killed people closer than I saw the camera, and I've never seen a shirt move like that. That looks like an explosion to me. Just the fact that no one started doing first aid to Charlie Kirk, they were more concerned about getting SIM cards out of cameras, removing cameras, and then getting him off the X somehow. There didn't seem a lot of concern for his life. It seemed like just clean it up. And then, I mean, I've been told they paved it over a couple days later, and then you get...
Yeah, but again, all of this is just speculation. It's not, it doesn't provide... See, this is my thing. It's like, these are speculative positions, right? Speculative claims. Now, in order to
like questioning the forensic evidence, essentially.
All you're doing is just going like, yeah, it looks shady, this, but is there any evidence to corroborate it? That's the problem.
Erica Kirk behind all the razzle-dazzle, and she's really quick to forgive the alleged shooter, which technically says that was him because I forgive him, but that you can't forgive Candace Owens for having an opinion or asking questions. And they mock people by saying, oh, I'm just asking questions.
But didn't she claim Erica was involved? I wouldn't forgive her. You keep saying, and you keep carrying on saying that I'm like, if it was me, I'm going like, I'm going to forgive you, but like, maybe if you stop doing it. But she's not stopping to doing it, right?
Yeah. I'm a SEAL Team 6 sniper. I'm asking a lot of questions. No one wants to answer them.
And you're able to ask these questions because you've been there. General, same to you. So this rifle, this 30-06, it's a powerful rifle. What do you make of this narrative that the bullet might have hit Charlie's spine, which would explain why the damage wasn't what you would typically see with a rifle like that from that range?
No. That's not what happened, and this is the thing that hurts here is, and what bothers me the most out of it.
Wait, did
Now
you
I know
say,
how Rob
General,
feels.
you don't think that's what happened?
Absolutely not. I'm with Rob. Something exploded on him, but I don't have to get into the details because I'm not in a court of law having to prove a darn thing. Here's what bothers me.
So then it's just speculation, right?
Why? I want to listen.
I'm just saying, it's all it is then speculation. It's like, that's what I think. Cool.
Is there are millions of vets with Rob's training in combat arms as low as mine is. I'm a pilot. But we have enough training to know better than the garbage that was foisted upon us from the Justice Department that day, where they seemingly solved the case in about 8 hot seconds. And we know better. You're not going to take a 30-06 with a kid who's never killed anybody up onto a roof. He takes his first life and does all the things that Rob says he did. So what bothers me, Rob, in all of this is that they know that we know better, and yet they foist this as the narrative and the parable anyway. Why would you do that?
Well,
why would you do that in a circus where there's so many of us who are already going to go, well, that's not exactly what happened at all.
You know, Lee Harvey Oswald, 1963 in Dallas, I think a lot of people never thought something like that could happen again, because now everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's got a camera, except for this day in September. In general, that's your opinion and you're entitled to that. But there is this narrative, Rob, about this gun. Again, tell everyone at home about this rifle, this 30-06, that Tyler Robinson would have had to take apart, get up onto the roof, put back together, and then he apparently jumped off the roof with it. And then he was seen eating, apparently, at a steakhouse right down the road, not that long after this assassination took place. It all just sounds completely...
Yeah.
It just is. It's hard to believe, is what it is, and I hope
Just
we find out
pause
the
it
truth in
quick.
court. Rob, the floor.
Sure, go for it.
So, a point I wanted to make earlier is, though, right? I don't know if any one of you guys have been went hunting before, like actually hunting and shooting a buck or whatever you call it, right?
I mean, years ago, like when I was like a kid still.
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember it, but like when I went with Herman,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, when you look through, your scope and you know that there's a living thing on the other side, and you know when you pull that trigger, that thing's going to drop, right?
Yeah.
That does have an effect on you in a way.
No, of course, adrenaline
Now,
pumping.
Having
And it was
said,
probably gonna
your
10 times
adrenaline
worse for him.
pumping,
Yeah, of
whatever,
course.
that does have an effect on you in a way, right? So I've done that before. I've also know why I've done it, right?
Yeah.
It was to cull. Herman has like a lot of these Impala and stuff on his farm. You need to cull them because these things are living
Yeah.
in the, well, I don't know if captivity is the right word, but they're like
Very,
fenced in
very,
or whatever this thing is.
Need,
So you
what's her
have
name
to cull them.
Greta
right?
isn't here. You need to explain to us. We completely, we don't mind
So-
you shooting Impala.
Yeah. So that's no. I'm trying to create the mindset.
No,
right?
I know.
I'm not upset at the Impala. I'm not pissed at it. I'm not
No, of
unhappy
course.
with what it said. It didn't question my pronouns. None of those things now, though, right?
Yeah.
I just, I don't know if I can hate a human enough to want to...
No, of course not. I mean, I don't think
my
so.
crosshairs and kill them, though, right?
I
So
agree with you.
it's not wrong for questioning...
No, it's
Questioning that, but dude, how many people have just gone to kill out of pure rage?
No, true. But I mean, the same thing. Like what happened with like when Trump got partially almost 3 assassinations.
Yeah, his ear took off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like my vibe was immediately. I went, okay, this must be the Democrats, right? But the thing is, I can come out here and go like, hey guys, I think it could be them. It would be them. And I would go, what evidence do you have? I'd go, I have zero, none whatsoever. There's nothing I can tie Hillary Clinton or Obama to having planned it. There's nothing. This is pure speculation. But that's not what she's doing. She's going, it's definitely not him. He's a patsy. Now, in order to say that he is a patsy,
she's playing the patsy thing quite a bit, like that whole narrative. Yeah,
exactly. Now, in order to say that, you have to. The burden of proof is on her to provide that. Like, what is the evidence to just go like, well, it's just what I think. I'm like, okay, cool. But then you know. you don't know. You're speculating whether he's a patsy. You don't have concrete evidence that he was. You don't have an email between the two of them. And I listen from the get-go, and then Chantal, who knows this, from the get-go, I was going, all of this looks completely dodgy to me. Like completely
I would argue,
dodgy.
though,
100%.
you don't need military experience to pull off what this kid pulled off.
I mean, what was it
If
like?
you've in any way
100
gone hunting before, used a firearm, whatever.
I was 17, and I think what did we went to go? We went to shoot. I know some fucking guinea fowls or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And like the first time we went shooting, gave a gun. My second shot, I hit a can at like I don't know, but like you know, what is it, 100 meters away or something. My first shot, my second shot lined it up, took it out immediately. It's like I don't think. And again, do we know? Did he go practice or something? Again, for every video that there is of somebody going like a ballistics expert going, well, there's another video of someone going, oh, there's no way it can happen. There's another video of some guy going, no, it can. And you're going, okay, cool. Well, the thing is, we don't know. Like the evidence is what the evidence is. This is what the state has provided. We can sit there. Okay, cool. And I agree with you. The video footage, does it look like him? Maybe. Like he still confesses on text message. You're going like so, but like for all of those, for example, when you get into the nitty gritty of it, going like to make the argument, like for example, like well, Lance had access to his computer. Okay, so now then what evidence other than he had access to it
to fictitiously create those messages or whatever.
You know what I mean?
You're always going to have alternative media versus mainstream media fighting about this. And everybody on the internet is a detective all of a sudden and interpreting frame by frame video.
We're just asking questions, all right? Charlie Kirk.
No,
I'm being genuinely serious here. I come across like I'm joking, but I understand where Chantalou's coming from. I get her point. Like she's asking the question. It does seem a little neat, and I get that.
Yeah.
I do agree with you too as well. Like I'm very much my honest opinion to Chantal, keep asking those questions. I have I want to say your speculation of it. I think that's a good thing. What is that? Our friend, remember Gary used to say, question everything, believe nothing. Obviously, you know, but I do think asking the questions is the right thing to do. I do feel like it, for me personally, it's a little neat. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
It's up to the other. You're making the claim that it isn't him, and I agree with you. Candace needs to provide evidence. 100% with you on board with that.
I'd love to support Candace, but Candace, you need to meet us halfway, girl. Like, fucking bring some evidence.
Yeah, I love a good conspiracy. Like, and I do. Listen, like, I'm very untrustworthy of the government.
I'm the most untrustworthy of the government. Like, 100%. But again, like to give you a comparison, and I did this comparison last time. I just could point out what Chantalu said. Whistler can text messages be fabricated? Of course they can. But in order to make the claim, you need to have kind of evidence that it was done. Was he logged in while he was not there? Like you mean, they
did he run to his house, send the Discord message at him? There's like a lot of variables. Yeah. But here's the other thing, though, right? I'm busy reading this book called "This Is How They Tell Me the World Ends" or something, right? It's by this artist, by this journalist that worked for the New York Times, and this is like the last 25 years of all of her work she's been doing. Dude, your point earlier, I think, Darth, I can't remember if you were making the point, like, can we really trust the government, right? The bit where I'm now in the book, and this stuff is all public, this is not me talking shit about the US or whatever. That drama with whether Russia helped Trump win the election in 2016 was that, were they involved later on? Trump being all funny, saying is like, hey, no involvement, waving his finger, being all joking, whatever, that type of stuff, right? The book is like dealing with that bit at the moment. But let's dial it back 25 years, like back to the late 90s, early 2000s, how the US paid hackers to give them vulnerabilities in systems, and then use the government was using those vulnerabilities against their adversaries, typically Russia, China, all of those guys. Right?
Did I cut out?
So, I mean, these guys. Sorry.
What did you say, Sean?
No,
Oh.
carry on.
So
Okay.
these guys, so from a government perspective, they have access to things that we think that they don't have access to,
No, of course.
right? They do. They've admitted it. Oh, Dolph,
yeah.
there's something wrong with Dolph.
Oh.
They've admitted it, right? So all I'm trying to say is if they really wanted to figure out who did what, when, and where, they have the means
They
to
can.
do
No,
it.
they can. That's the thing, right?
They have the means to do it. The problem is when you play your hand, like as a government, you need to be very careful with that. That's
No, of
why
course.
a lot
Listen,
of these vulnerabilities will never get used until they really need to use it.
Listen, I have a massive. I mean, like, listen, the stuff like, for example, what the government did, like with MK Ultra, like they confessed to doing that shit in a parliamentary hearing. Like for example, one of my favorite conspiracy theories is the 9/11 thing. But again, it's like I have, for example, my opinion or my premises or my theories has to be backed by some kind of physical evidence. My physical evidence why I do not trust the narrative of 9/11 was because of the witness testimony on tape that still exists today of people, of firemen, police officers going, they heard explosions, it came down. They literally said
how perfectly the building like fell.
Oh, the building fell. The fact that they found thermite on the ground zero. It's going like, okay, cool. Wait, the plane had thermite in it? Like it burned for 2.5 months? Like that's the evidence that I'm going like, in this case, unless there is evidence to support the opposite, to make the claim that Turning Point USA is involved, Erica Kirk is involved, other than, I mean, the best I've heard is like, well, some Romanian thing that like she was involved in like a charity in Romania and somehow that thing is going, okay, but that's not direct evidence did she send an email? Did they check her IP address? Was she mailing? Is there a thing that the NSA maybe got that shows that she did? There's nothing. It's just all it is speculation. And that's the problem with this. This is why it's difficult for these things. You can have an opinion and you can have a position on it, but like Candace or Ian, one of them, they have to show their cards. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. I mean, they can make the claim, but it's like, fuck it. I mean,
else all you're doing is milking likes and subscribes, right?
But that's what it's looking like now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's off now. It's like, again, and I went and even look, like Candace has kind of done the same amount of views that she had for the last 2 years, right? So, but again, she's getting a lot of free publicity for this. A lot of people have subscribed. Her subscriber base has increased. But, you know,
yeah, dude. I mean, there was the thing a few months before that with Blake Lively and that other dude that she all of a sudden claimed that, you know, he sexually harassed her or whatever. What was that drama with Blake Lively? I've got the guy's name. So, I mean, Candace was heavily involved in that. That's been pretty quiet now.
Yeah.
Like what was involved there. And I mean, even in that, like, and it's not just her, right? She has a resource team behind her that does obviously all of her research work. They probably have like cyber guys and IT guys and all kinds of people, because the stuff they exposed there was like how Blake's legal team were working with the New York Post or whichever newspaper it was on the news article stuff before the Post went live, and the Post went live like on the day that they kind of like served him his papers, and then the news headlined. But then people were saying, oh, this website's based on like WordPress or something, and this is how files gets uploaded, this is how it store files. So these files were actually uploaded like a week or 2 weeks before time. Like, these are things that her team's exposed. So I mean, it's not like she doesn't possess the ability to do like proper, I don't know, investigation and all of that type of stuff. It's probably different.
I mean, she can, but I mean, again, it's also going to be
digital footprint of the stuff, but
it's going to be limited, right? She doesn't have the authority to go check out somebody's IP address. She can't go to the scene and take fingerprints and check whether the text message is authentic, or like, you know, look, where was his phone at the time? Where was it pinging? Where was
it depends on who you know, dude. You never know. Like, does she have somebody that can give her stuff on the inside?
But then,
like, I don't know. The problem is, it's just like, did they find the guys that tried to shoot Trump? Like, the last one was the guy that was in that closet at this gala event they were at, the one that Erica was at as well.
What I mean, like,
they found that guy.
Are Are they sort of also? I want to know is like, are they? I mean, was he found guilty? Was that also set up? Was that the Democrats?
You never know what's happening there, though, right?
You just accept that one is that was fine. That they did it. They're like no.
But
this
the one
is.
before that was the guy that shot him in the ear. What was the other one?
But he wasn't he? He was killed, right? They killed that dude. They shot him in the ear. It was on the rooftop. They shot him in the ear, and then I can't even remember what happened.
Yeah.
Candace has sources inside the TPA, yes, but again,
there was that girl that resigned as well, the one that said she'd never work for TPA again, blah blah blah. There was stories about TPA also like bleeding money.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, all of this stuff, it's hard to confirm. You need the evidence, right? I mean, on both sides.
You need evidence to support these claims. Like, for example, again, Erica's mother working for the CIA. Again, the fact that she did 10% of the US, 10% of the US is somehow involved in the US military. That doesn't equal her working. Like, this is the thing. This is how I value evidence. Like, that's the evidence for going, Erica might be involved. Which one weighs more, that or the one that we've got a text message, video footage, DNA on the gun, and a text message confession? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, listen,
you have to be critical about it.
My view, I know we overshot your 1 hour of Candace hour by 2 hours.
Give me your closing thoughts. Yeah, go for it.
My closing thoughts is, where there's smoke, there's a fire. I don't necessarily agree with Candace, sounding all stupid.
Yeah.
But I also something is just weird with Erica. And I hope that the truth comes out, because right now it's looking a little bleak.
It is looking a little bleak. That's the unfortunate thing. It's like the problem is one side is presenting the evidence, which is the state. Candace hasn't provided anything. Ian Carroll hasn't provided anything. All it is sort of speculation that has nothing that grounds it. That's the thing. And again, I think who asked me early on, do I believe that it's based on the evidence? I'm thinking it looks like him. Again, I don't know. It looks like it's him, but everything else is speculative, right? There's no we've got person there, even if it's 20% looks like him in the video, DNA on the gun, his grandfather's gun, and all of these things put together. If they just came out, oh well, we found this video, and go, he was there and he was the shooter, I'm gonna go bullshit. But once you stack the things all together and it goes okay, wait, well, who else is it then? That's just the rational point. This is where the evidence points. I'm basing it on where the evidence points and not what speculation I have on with regards to who it could have been. Do you know what I mean? Could it have been the government? Fuck, of course. Could it be Israel? Of course. Could it be Netanyahu? Of course. Could TPSA be involved? But unless you've got an email or some kind of something, a text message where go, wow, we need to get rid of him, it's just made up. All it is just speculation. That's like me going, well, you know what? I think Whistler
somebody cleaned up their tracks pretty well, dude.
It could have been. But again, it's unless there is corroborating evidence, this is why the government has been. If it is the government, there's no way we're going to find out that was them. There is no way, because they've been doing it.
That's the unfortunate thing, right? I'm back to the Bri story, dude. We're a couple of guys, a couple of girls who are on a Bri.
We don't know shit. I just want to say hello to Rib. Sorry, Rib. How's it? Rib van jou. If Erica was involved, she would have acted normally afterwards. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. She is acting weird. I completely agree with you guys on it. I completely think she is a little bit off the rocker, but we don't know. It's difficult to put yourself in that position to go listen, your husband's just got killed, has been assassinated. Now you have to now you've got all these people around you going, you need to step up for TPUSA at the same time, and you have to show support. You've got the president on phoning you and going we support you and all this. I don't know how I would react in that situation. I don't have a clue. People act weird, but at the same time, how Candace acted since it's happened. She was all for Erica, flipped it. She's Erica's evil and going cool. You can't.
She did change tune.
Yeah, she did change the tune, but to go out and go, blah, 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 it's going you need to give us something. And it's just
and there's a few other people
what?
Megyn Kelly, whatever. Like, I would like, where are all of them positioned now on her? Because some of them were like siding with Candace, even Tucker Carlson.
No, you can side with. There's nothing wrong with siding her. The point is, the reason I have picked my position is going, I can't prove any of the other stuff. That doesn't mean I don't believe it or I don't think it. I think it is, but it's like... It
doesn't mean you're choosing Erica or something. I don't choose Erica.
I don't give a fuck between Erica or Candace. I don't have a dog in the race. I'm going, what is the evidence showing me that has been presented? I'm going like, yeah, on its own, maybe just like the DNA on the gun. Not just the DNA on the gun. It's the grandfather's gun. Like, okay.
Dolph is doing something to chat. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Was he eating a fucking stick?
No, it's like you ASMRing something to somebody in
chat.
I
was just eating it's not my fault. Debbie's freaking out about it.
What's happening?
All I'm doing is I'm eating like it's a sour stick.
No, it's like you're eating it in a sexual way or something. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm eating a normal stick. I'm not doing
my eyes. It's hurting my eyes.
I mean, Ripco's government is to use this to pull off stuff, something like that. I mean, I mean, maybe it's the African government. I don't know. They're like the American government.
I don't know, dude. If you look at how the governments have been involved in geopolitics and that stuff, just from like a cyber perspective, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
And this stuff dates back to like the 60s and the 70s, right?
No, dude, I'm 100% with you. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what you can prove. That's the problem. Like, do I have all the same speculations that Candace has? Yes, but I can't make the leap from I believe it to like I can't.
You can't.
What's been proven? That's just unfortunately. I've got to go like, okay, cool. Well, this is, I don't really have anything. Like, how do we tie Erica to it? Like acting weird and shit like that. I can't. There's no way you can make that leap.
Yeah,
yes,
dude.
I agree with you, Chantal. It is super sus, but we need a text message between them or something, right? There needs to be something. All of it. Otherwise, everything gets filed under speculation.
Here's the reason why this point is important, right?
Yeah.
Flip the coin.
Yeah.
Flip the coin.
I just got to point out something though. Like with what you're saying now, Shantalu says, okay, but then it's too early for you to say Candace is wrong though. Just because the evidence hasn't been brought forward, you can't say she's wrong.
No, I can. Wait, hold on. No, that's a circular reasoning, and we don't know what we don't know. That's a logical fallacy right there. You can't claim that you can't be wrong based on what we currently know, and she has provided nothing. That is what it is. That the facts point to what it is, right? The logical fallacy is basically because you don't have evidence, there's evidence of the thing that poses the opposite way. Cool, maybe, but currently, right now, in a formal logical argument, that's circular reasoning. That's a appeal to ignorance fallacy. If I'm not mistaken, you can go Google. I think it's an appeal to ignorance fallacy. It's going like just because there isn't something, it could prove. So she's wrong until she's proven. Like, well, there could be, yeah, but right now, unless she hasn't presented anything, the evidence is against her.
That's what I'm saying.
Turnkey, this is
Flip
my
the
life.
coin.
Yeah.
Flip the coin and do the opposite, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like, let's say that the evidence is all saying it's pointing at Erica Kirk, all of these things, and there's no evidence to go to the other side. But people's like, no, she can't be involved, whatever, right? I mean, it can literally go either way.
You can go either way, but like
it is how's that evidence presented?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing.
I don't know. I just know of situations where something doesn't go the way how you think it knows purely because it's based on emotion.
Yeah.
The legal system doesn't work on emotion.
Yeah. But the thing is, like,
needs hard facts.
That's the thing. It's like, for example, Chase does point out, it's a good point that you can't say Candace is wrong. I mean, I'm saying Candace is wrong because she hasn't presented anything. So that's like me going.
Not saying she's wrong. She's just not right yet.
No, well, again, I think that's a logical fallacy. You know, that's the problem with it, because it's like
I don't know what that word means.
she's making accusations without supporting evidence. It's going like, all that is a speculation. That's just a theory. So I'm going like, okay, cool. Whistler shot Trump. Well, we don't know. We don't know until the evidence comes out. If the evidence never comes out, then I'll be right and wrong at the same time. You missed my comment. Sorry, Chantalu. She hasn't provided anything. Candace hasn't provided nothing. Baron Cohen has even sent their evidence to Tyler's defense team. Okay, have they presented it though?
Dylan is saying, but facts hurt my feelings. That is true. Facts usually hurts feelings.
But again, what is the evidence that she sent, Chantalu? What is the evidence that they've sent
with this
to
whole concept is it's the same argument: what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, right? In a sort of in a logical sort of we have to apply logic to this thing. If you can't just make claim after claim after claim with nothing supporting it, right?
But even if you do have evidence, dude, chain of custody, is it been tampered with, all that stuff.
Exactly.
So maybe they did send evidence to somebody's legal team, but they can't use it if they can't prove how the evidence was acquired, blah, 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 blah.
So Chantal,
so
yeah, no, I get this. No, because the preliminary hearing, no need to shout. They don't have to show all the cards. But then the same applies to the state, right, Chantal? The same rationale and the same logic here would apply to the state. They haven't brought all their evidence. The things that they're completely confirmed, we can go like, they probably have like, maybe they've got the IP address going, this is where he was, this was his movements on the day. They're going like, there's no way to refute that. That's, like, again, what applies, you have to apply the logic and the rationale equally.
I'd like to point out something, and it's slightly off topic. We are all having very different opinions here.
Oh, did I also, hold on, I just want to go with, Chase said, I also make a, he goes, Candace is right is the claim, so the Candace is wrong, both are, no, it's true. You can't make a negative statement against a falsifiable statement. That is the proof. That it's like proof there's no Bigfoot. No. I agree with you. That's why I'm going like, how would I correct this? I'm going like, I don't know if she's wrong, but she's presented nothing to support her claim. And again, I don't think I've said that she's wrong. I think I've said this entire discussion since we started. I mean, she has nothing. She has presented nothing to support what her theories, her speculative theories. The state has provided things to support their theory. I have no theory on this. I have no dog in the race. My vibe is I'm going where what the evidence is kind of suggesting. Do I think there's a lot of that? But I'm not making a claim that I'm right or that the state is right or the state is wrong. They have supporting evidence to. We're going to find out in a court of law, right? But I think she's got it wrong until she can provide evidence. I think it feels like it just goes in a fucking circle.
Yeah, dude. We're not gonna know. I mean,
no, Chase, don't apologize. It's totally cool. No, you're allowed to be a smartass. You're supposed to be smartasses here. That's how we get better. But I mean, that's the thing. We can go over and over and over and over these things because everybody has a theory. Again, like I'm looking at it from a point of view going, I'm kind of weighing up what I'm thinking of this and going, okay, cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. Shaun, your 2 cents, your thoughts on it?
No.
Don't take anybody's side.
Sure? Can I say something now? Are you sure?
Go for it.
Are you positive?
Yeah. For fuck's sake, stop being.
We have interrupted him, so let's not.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out.
I apologize.
I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say now. I'm fucking over it.
What's your thoughts on the whole vibe? Like your thoughts on the whole thing, on the debate, on the back.
Okay, so my thing here is like so far. I get both sides. I understand the criticism, the speculation. I'm going to use the correct word, the speculation that the
Candace side has.
The Candace side has, or
I
get that point. I also understand. I also understand your side as well. The one thing I want to point out, though, is that what I do like about the chat is we all share different opinions. Yet we still are open to the discussion without it getting like a heated argument where someone rage quits or something like that. We're willing to listen to each other and argue the point. I think I must point out one thing. I think Chantal Lou is a bit of a disadvantage because she has to rely on typing her question out or her argument, and I think that is a bit of a disadvantage for her because I can interrupt you and go, whoa, here's my opinion. I can explain it a bit easier, where
I agree.
I want to say that's a bit of a disadvantage, and I can understand the frustration she must go because I'm here and I can barely get my point across because you keep interrupting, and that is frustrating as fuck. So I can just imagine her frustration. But I'm used to it, by the way. I'm not just taking the piss out of you. But that's
here's the other thing, right? Did you guys see the 2016 when Meta and Facebook, the Cambridge University thing, where they bought all the ad data from people and then they could swing what content they share with people? You could essentially, people that's on the fence could politically be swung one way or another, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Here's the other thing, though, right? And I'm not choosing a side in this thing. If you keep on watching down one side of the content, you're going to be continuously bombarded with one side of content as well.
Yeah, but
so then everything else would be opposing, though, right? So it really depends on where you started on that.
Just two seconds there. The only thing that I've watched that was against the Candace Owens thing, was one video by Andrew Wilson where he has a debate with that guy. What's the guy's name?
No, I have no idea what the guy's name is.
The shooter, the military guy, the
one dude. I can't remember what his name was. That's the only video I've watched. Other than that, I've only watched Candace Owens' position. I've only watched the videos that people have posted that she said her words. I haven't gone in and watched Ben Shapiro dissing. I don't give a fuck about Ben Shapiro. I try to watch only her point of view, and from her point of view, I still don't find any kind of evidence that supports it. Right. So I'm trying to get, because I don't agree with her position. So, and I'm not going she's wrong. I don't agree with her because she's provided nothing. All of it is from my opinion, and I wouldn't say opinion. Factually, she hasn't provided evidence that contradicts or supports her claim. But sorry, you carry on. I interrupted you. My bad.
No. It's just like how much of this, in terms of like the internet sleuths and essentially all of us, right? You're just consuming stuff on the internet and you're trying to like piece everything together, right? How much of that is swung based on what the algorithm suggests to you, right?
Exactly. Yeah, true. Because if you're going to watch,
I'm saying this in a very general statement.
No, 100%, dude. I have the same thing on we started talking about 3D printing. My Instagram feed is 3D printing all day long. And I'm doing the thing now where I've got to go not interested. I've seen enough of it now. So it's gonna cater to you. So if you're watching stuff that's against it and stuff or you're watching stuff for it, you're gonna get bombarded with more of that stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is a tricky one. Like, I mean, for me, I like was paid by TPUSA though.
He was paid too. He was paid, but again, but see, like statements like that, it goes, he's paid by TPUSA. What was he paid for? He was paid to go help them debate. So Candace Owens makes money from talking cuck about like this whole thing, the speculation. So it goes both ways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, clicks and likes, right? Clicks and subs or whatever. Likes and subscribes or whatever you want to call it.
And also, like the video he did was before he actually got paid by TPUSA to go do their thing, to go teach their people how to debate properly.
But he joined TPUSA only after Charlie was killed.
No, he didn't join. He hasn't joined them. They paid him, and this was about a month or so ago. They paid him to go to TPSO and teach some of their people to debate. Like, when they do the change my mind thing, because that the reason they got him was because Charlie Kirk is he was an absolute brilliant debater. He would go out, and we've seen video after video where he has a rational, because it's basically what he uses logical argument against them. And obviously, of people that do that, Andrew Wilson is just no one can. I think people are going to struggle to debate him when it comes to making a logical argument.
Find it. There's a thing where he confirmed it. He had a public announcement to say
that
he
said, they paid me. I came there
in some operational role that he joined them or something. But this happened after Charlie died. This wasn't before Charlie.
No, it was this is like a month or two ago, bro. This is when Andrew Wilson, he was literally made a video. I just came back. I was there for a couple of days. I teach them. I think it was a day or two. He was there. He went there to teach them how to debate. How to
here's
debate
the thing. I like Candace Owens. I like her a little less after this thing that she woke up from a dream.
Yeah.
But what I would love, though, right,
anybody.
more than like the new Fallout, more than whatever new game we're looking out for, is I would love for Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens to debate.
Yeah, I mean, I think the money on the table is $200,000. I think
didn't he put some of his own money in as well?
Well, Andrew Wilson said he matched Brian Atlas from whatever. Brian Atlas put in, I think it was 80K, and Andrew Wilson said he'd match that to put in 80K. And then I think at the moment it's standing at about $200,000 for Candace to debate him. Charlie didn't like him. It doesn't matter what Charlie likes.
She's going to have dribbly butt before that
There's
that
no way
debate, dude.
Also, Stephen Crowder's called her out. I mean, she's literally she put the gauntlet down. She went, listen, I'm going to, if you disagree with it, come to debate me. I'll debate anybody. People have gone, money, and she's not willing to debate them. It's like at the end of the day, she is the one that's like, she doesn't want to step up to the plate. She's thrown down the gauntlet. You've made the claim. Now you have to defend it, and she's unwilling to do that. She's unwilling to debate anybody on it. She's not willing to debate Andrew Wilson, and she's not willing to debate Stephen Crowder. It's like, okay, well, I mean, sorry.
I would just love Andrew to debate her and just tear her apart, dude. I think she needs to be like just a little bit.
Sorry, that's the video I was referring to. The only video I watched regarding Charlie, regarding Candace Owens, like that was opposition to that, was the video that Andrew Wilson did where he debated Zach Costello. That's the video I was referring to.
Was that the ginger guy?
A little bit ginger.
Wasn't it?
And then, like again, it's like when you make the logical argument, they just there's nothing. It's like it completely decimated the poor guy, and there is no evidence. Keeps coming back to it's just speculation. It's just speculation. That's the video I watched. Other than that, I watched the video where Andrew Wilson was talking about the fact that he got paid to go there, and that he literally asked them, listen, I want to be the person at Turning Point that debates everybody. He wants the official position. But again, like if she really believes her position, then go debate someone on it.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Debate Stephen Crowder. They're literally throwing money at you. $200,000. Come on, Candace, you can do it. If you really believe that you're right, go debate somebody. But yeah, I think we're going to call it there. It's fun. Again, we're going to get nowhere until I think where the actual trial happens and we can actually watch this. And at the same time, we'll still have debates,
Is there still the pre-trial thing happening now?
The pre-trial thing, I think, is finished. And now I don't know when the actual court case is happening. And that might take like a few months. I mean, the wheel of justice moves slowly.
Yeah.
It's not even about. It's like they're trying to. They've asked her to debate her, and she's just.
Yeah, but she did. Yeah, she did. Kind of like open herself up for that, though.
She called it. She threw down the gauntlet, and she said, "Anybody that disagrees with me, come debate me." And then everybody's gone, and she's just going, "No thanks." Like, and that to me is going like, if that's evidence of going like, you can't support, you can't rationalize.
Because if she's wrong, it's career suicide, right?
That's why she won't do it. Because if she had to go up against someone like Stephen or Andrew Wilson will completely wipe the floor with her. because he's going to make a what do you call it, like a logical argument, and she won't be able to defend it because all it's going to come back to is going to be speculation. That's the problem with this. Like, I would never go debate him on shit like that. Like, fucking crazy. Like, I wouldn't debate anybody on 9/11. You know what I mean? Because
that's the thing. Like I said, dude, we're a couple of guys on a braai with a fucking opinion, dude.
Yeah, exactly. A formal logical debate. Yeah, a formal debate. And like, when you like using formal logic, you're none of this stands up. That's why you can't go to court with this kind of stuff.
But if I had a wish, right, and I could use one of my wishes, I wouldn't mind having Charlie Kirk's ability to debate, dude. Like on any topic, being just like the way how he approached it. That
phenomenal. He was phenomenal. Honestly,
was legendary.
Absolutely legendary. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, that's my one wish. My other wish, I want to have hair like Darth's. Like Clooney hair.
What are you talking about? You got sexy hair.
I want Clooney hair. I want Clooney hair.
George Clooney.
Timo Clooney. Who did we tell that to last night? We told somebody with Clooney hair. What was that? We told it to somebody.
Hey, James got a dog called Clooney. Also named after George Clooney.
Cheers, Chantalou. Good luck with the school run tomorrow.
Oh God, fuck, traffic's gonna be a shit.
Yeah, I know, dude. I need to be at the office at 7 tomorrow. My first meeting's like at 7.
Hell no. Anyway, I think we're gonna call it there, guys. Thank you so much, Chantalou. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope I tried to do my best at answering questions and being at least what's the word? Sort of objective with my position, and I'm trying to be like, I always think like I'm trying to take an objective position or an objective stance on something. So yeah, I mean, again, I don't bear any ill will to anybody that has a different opinion to me. Like, not at all. I think
me and Darth need to have like a little board, and then we rate you off the every stream.
Did you say rate?
9.3 out of 10. Like when the people dive, like
into
the water, and then you rate them for
fuck
like
you guys.
splash.
No, you just all you do is just go 0 all the time.
Yeah. No, I'll go into the negative, dude. Show us, Doc. What is your board?
What did you write? What did you write on the stupid whiteboard? It's a pleasure, Sandy. I'm sorry if we went on too long about this. You know what we'll do is sometime in the future again, when some more stuff comes up, we're gonna have we'll chat about it. This is one of those things that's nice to talk about. It's a nice discussion to have. I honestly love talking about anything and everything. It's really fun. But yeah, guys, thank you very, very much for the wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining, Whistler. Darth Shaun, thank you so much for playing Devil's Advocate, and Whistler also for playing Devil's Advocate, and everybody in the chat. Wait, let's see what I've got a 4.3. Take it.
I would have gone 6.7. 6.7.
I like 6.7. 6.7. Thank you so much. I just want to quickly say thanks to the donos. Big up to Recon for sub. Big up to Herman. Big up to Herman. Big up to Ronaldo, and big up to Herman as well. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the donos. And again, you guys could have been anywhere, but you guys decided to be here this evening and hang out with us. And I can't thank you enough for that. Thank you so much. Please catch Darth Shaun. He'll be streaming tomorrow night on Twitch. Whistler will be on Wednesday night, and we'll be back here on Thursday night at 7:30. And also, just lastly, thank you so much to Ronaldo for sending the foot sackers over. Much appreciated, kind sir. And guys, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Any last words, the two of you sexy bitches?
Whistler, you want to go first?
Thank you for always having me join your guys' stream, crash the party, and have fun talking. I enjoy it. Appreciate you sharing your channel.
Yeah. Anytime. Darth Shaun?
7 o'clock tomorrow night, and Ronaldo's wrong about Odyssey.
Did you see the thing where people do the paid sponsorship thing at the bottom? Like, ask Greece. I'll ask Greece to share it. Like, people were paid to say nice stuff about the movie, and now people are mocking those people by putting the comment in their comments
Oh,
by saying
heck
that this
yeah.
is a place for like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know, Reese will have the full context of it.
I've got a whole vibe with the issue I have with Rotten Tomatoes is like it's like they I think they changed it again. It's like I think the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes there's two. When you click on it, then you'll see there's verified users and then there's unverified users.
Oh,
And
there was
I always
something with
base
that
it
as
on-
well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, I don't trust any of that shit. I'm like, listen, no, they're probably getting a fat check from. Why do you think the marketing budget for this is 150 million? They're paying people to write some good shit about it. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you guys Thursday night at 7:30. Cheers and bye.